he's got some rental storage room up here. And he used to own the building the Scientologist bought, so he's a good contact for us. So I was spending a lot of time talking to him, and I don't know, it's kind of a judgment call. He didn't really, I don't know, I'm still trying to balance people's interest in not being on camera and shit like that. I'd like to just say cheers to everyone who's stuck with me. Thank you very much for being in the chat.
Yo, that's so crazy. I don't care that Ken snuck out, but yo, they snuck out, bro.
He's been silent. Okay, good. Well, if you're still there, just kick him out. He's doing creepy shit. Just kick him out. I have no idea who that is, so you know, I'm not gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Hey, El Sermano. This is the guy doing the live streams in California. He managed to actually get footage of someone buying one of these books at a Scientology store at Sacramento, Oregon, I think. So that's pretty awesome. So what we're doing here is we're just talking about the fake 911 calls. This is a felony in Massachusetts. So all of you who are filing the IRS form 13909 to report Scientology, you can report this one too. Because this is here's the statute in Massachusetts, Chapter 269, Section 14B. This PSAP is a 911 call center. So anyone who willfully or maliciously communicates with the 911 call center information you know or have a reason to know is false, and then the emergency services are dispatched, and you do this 3 more times, 2.5 years in prison, or a fine of not more than $1,000. So Scientology can be fined $1,000. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but look at this. The court can then have a hearing for restitution for the 911 providers. And then, guess what? They're committing crimes.
Hey, can I actually take a photo of that?
That's a reason for the IRS to revoke the tax exemption.
So Manning came up with this beautiful sign that says, "This cult worked 2 days without a fake 911 call since they called the cops on me 4 times."
So that's IRS form 13909.
And it's interchangeable, so if they call the cops, then he can change it to 0, or you know, if they don't, then he can change it to 3, 4, 5 until they do it again, and then he can change it. Awesome sign. I'm gonna have to make one myself.
Well, let's hope we get to double digits at least.
I don't know. That guy said he doesn't believe so. I've never seen him.
Yeah, I haven't seen that car either. The license plate was very unique, so I think I would have noticed
exactly. So they're all gone other than Paul, but I'm staying till...
Oh, is Paul still here?
Yeah, he has to be. Security. They're going somewhere, though.
Yeah, so here's a problem. Normally Scientology closes at 6, but they're pretty much all gone. You saw...
Chrissy says she freaking loves your sign. Me too. It's great. It's hilarious. And there's something on the back. When Manny grabs his sign, I'm going to take a photo.
I put the statute there, so
yeah,
you want to take a picture of the statute? So
yeah, I'm going to, yeah.
So again, you know, IRS... Wow.
Bushman says, I don't think we'll make it to double digits.
IRS form 13909 is what you file with the IRS. 13909.
I'm going to show you guys.
Mindy did a couple of like pre-populated forms.
I'll show you guys.
I don't know how to find them.
The statue, and then I'm going to take a photo of it.
This was. Want me to hold it for you?
Is that it? Oh yeah. So here you go. So here's the statue.
But you can put this one on here. This is the Boston cult. Boston
right here, he's even highlighted it. Public safety sign.
I didn't get notification. Yeah, okay.
And then this is what it says.
Well, Scooter reports.
Whoever willingly and maliciously communicates with the PSAP, which over here is a public safety.
Yeah, I kind of rely on. Hopefully, YouTube will tell people if they're subscribed, but if not, then sptv.space has the list.
Transmits information if the person knows.
That's all I got. That's all I have.
Emergency service.
Cubs came here shortly after me, so I guess we're both here kind of late for Saturday.
they can be.
Okay, Scooter.
there
Thank
could
you.
be
That's a good
2.5
idea.
years in prison or a fine.
I think I might do that, and I think I might. I don't know if I was thinking about maybe doing a live stream where I fill out the IRS report form, the
Can you
13909.
hold this so I can take a photo?
Yeah.
Which they know the information. It's not false information that they're reporting. Like they are reporting whatever they want, which is like the chalk stuff. Let me make sure they just came out right.
Yeah, but you weren't following anyone. They knew that.
No, I'm saying that one, and then like the chalk. There's nothing illegal against that. Filming in public, there's nothing illegal. I wasn't following anyone. They watch the live. I walk up and down all the time.
Yeah, because
then
Scientology just engages in more criminal activity all the
billing your
time.
contract thing.
So you want to know how to
there
do the
really?
forms so you can include
I
that
was
stuff.
just in Boston.
So I was going to do like the form 13909 for the felonies here in Massachusetts, for the attacks on JDSA, which I believe was March 20th when Curtis Johnson assaulted him, and then Lisa McPherson in 1995. Yeah, I appreciate that, Scooter, Nel Sacramento. Really loved that live stream you did in Sacramento. That was just great. It's so rare to see someone buy a book. I mean, why would you want to buy a book to begin with? But still, to have someone go in Scientology like that, and you got to see all the action. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are good. Sorry.
You're welcome to be on the live stream if you want, but a lot of people
Have a good day.
today are expressing other opinions. Yeah, so here's what brings us a lot of traffic. This is the green line. This takes you right into the city. We're at a place called Packard's Corner.
So yeah, Manning had some trouble, I guess, when you first got here. The lady, young girl, was like yelling at him and wanting to hit him because he was filming like he is. And then I got here and she was telling me what was going on, and I said, well, he's clearly protesting this like I am. I was like, I don't know him, so I'm not going to tell him what to do. But I was like, it's perfectly legal to film in public. I also told her if she wants and feels so strong, because she's like, it's not right, it's illegal, and I'm like, call the police. And then she said, no, I don't.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
She said,
he told someone to call the police on me.
Well, you know what's gonna happen.
Nothing, I know.
Nothing.
Probably just get a good thumbnail for the
Like I
video
said,
later.
I'm sorry I suggest that, but I don't want her to hit you. So I was like,
yeah,
that's. And then she said,
that girl was getting kind of ugly with her
like
language
7
too.
threats, so she could actually go to jail for that. But she said, I don't call the police, I just hit people. That's what she said.
Yeah. This
This
guy was threatening to beat me up.
Jail, like, and that's when I pulled my phone out, because I was like, if she continues to talk here, I'll just call the police myself, because she has thrown threats. So I was gonna say this lady's throwing threats here, and they're at a protest.
On my live stream.
And I would have pulled it up on my other phone. Yeah, that's what I thought. I looked it up.
It seemed kind of unbelievable that
But I'm not
someone would
gonna
be threatening
leave
me
here
like
until
that.
they're closed, even though there's no one here, but it doesn't matter.
Scientology is a cult. Careful. Es una secta, no es una iglesia. That's about the extent of my Spanish knowledge.
And started filming, and when she got in her car, she took a photo of me and I'm going up painting.
Yeah,
They have a folder.
sometimes
of you
YouTube does weird stuff to my videos.
They probably have a file of you too now.
They might. Well, because I had some serious confrontations last weekend in New Haven with the Scientologists.
Oh yeah, the guy who was filming you, right?
Yeah, like he face to
The
face.
neighbor or something?
Yeah, and then this random neighbor comes and starts
lady?
filming the Scientologist.
Yeah.
So that was hilarious.
Yeah, I was watching. I was actually watching it live. I was able to catch it. I was like, that is hilarious. Yeah, this piece is closed down.
Yeah.
No, none. And those cars aren't signed to. And then Chris snuck out through the back to leave, and Ken did too, because he didn't come out through the front door.
Yeah, so we had the beat up Honda Civic here. That's Kenny boy, and he managed to get in his car.
I'm assuming when we were talking when Nancy was filming us.
Yeah, it was more important for us to get Nancy on.
Yeah, it was
on
being
camera.
goofy. Like, I care that I'm gonna get my photo taken or that I'm gonna be filmed. I don't care.
Hey man, I shared your stream. Yeah, thanks, MD. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. I'm kind of a small channel and a new channel at that. So the only way, we're just kind of talking about that, like the only way I have for someone to know that I'm not live is either through SPTV or, which I greatly appreciate that resource. Thank you everyone who created that, and then just YouTube itself. That's it. So this organization normally closes at 6. And you can see that on their sign here.
Yeah, like I was saying,
it's supposed to go until 6, but
on my own street,
apparently
there's people that say all of them close at a certain time, like 10 o'clock. Not true. This one closes at 9 and 6. Obviously, they don't leave at 9, but the regular public do start leaving like maybe at like 9:05, 9:10. The workers usually stay until about 10. But this place closes at
I would just do a Google search. It's IRS form 13909.
Exactly. Like I'll go on.
Don't go on the IRS site. Just.
What's up, little Davey? Tell Nancy she didn't have to take a photo or video. You got me right here, bro. Peace. I'll go to my cubby vision camera. They installed this camera.
Yeah, the Google search engine is way better than the IRS website. So there you go. Hopefully that I don't know. I can't really see if that just. I tried to put. There we go. IRS form 13909. And you can email it, or you can just snail mail it. I would snail mail it because you can be anonymous if you want. You don't have to put your name in there. But if you email it, then it's not really that anonymous, right? Because they have your email. So I would snail mail it personally, but you could do it either way, you know, whatever turns you on. I don't know what water fox is. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, Scooter. Okay, I misunderstood you, but anyway, that's the virus form I was talking about. Yeah, you know, with some of my videos, like they seem to be doing okay. Like, you know, like it's like 90 or 100% like, and you know, it's getting views, and all of a sudden it just stops. Like the when I described the tax court case where Scientology got its ass kicked, you know, that was doing really well. Then one day it just stopped. So I don't know how YouTube algorithms work. But that's the value of the subscription, so you can check out channels later and go through the videos. Hey, you guys know Scientology is a cult, right? They make fake 911 calls, which is a felony in Massachusetts. Revoke the tax exemption.
Yeah, I'm gonna report them on that because that's
have a good weekend.
Not gonna, the IRS are not gonna like that. It's a criminal act.
A felonious act.
Sorry, I wasn't aware.
In common law in England, all felonies were punished by death. Here, an organization probably just has to pay $1,000.
It stinks though that they only get fined up to no more than $1,000, so that sucks.
Yeah, but the city can get restitution, so it could be more than $1,000.
Oh, there you go. That is true. You did say that. Which they should, because each of those officers are probably getting $60 to $100 an hour.
Sometimes, like they sent the paddy wagon after Cubs on Thursday night. The paddy wagon, like 2 cops and a paddy wagon, and all he did is put some flyers on people's cars.
Oreo Ritz, because Christy said hello, Osa, hello, or hey, what'd she say? Yeah, hey, Osa.
Well, cooking,
hey,
I can see you here, so it's working here. But I understand the frustration. Have a good weekend, sir.
Yeah, it is Oreo Ritz. Very beautiful day today. It's not too hot. Oh, look who it is, Manning. Look over there. It's the old lady.
Old lady. So this is one of the stars of Cubs chats. This old lady here. We just call her old lady because we don't really know her name.
Look, it's the old lady. Is she coming in?
Yeah, normally this lady's like getting on a train right now, going home wherever she lives.
Yeah, she is coming this way.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be interesting.
Huh.
I don't know. This is one lady that I would like to see if we couldn't maybe get her to leave Scientology, but I think all these people are pretty freaking hardcore. got to be a better life for you than Scientology. There's people that'd like to help you leave. You should try the Aftermath Foundation or SBTV Foundation. They can help you. They can help you start a new life. You don't have much time left. You should call your children. Call your children tonight when you get home. I'm sure they want to hear from you.
My chat says hello, by the way. And that sucks when they lock you out.
If I didn't know you were in Scientology, I'd say you look like a nice lady. You probably are. Maybe you can call your kids. It's so sad that Scientology ruins families, but you still have some time left. If you ever want us to help you, just let us know. You could just slip us a note. We can help you get a train ticket somewhere else. You can maybe see your kids. Would you like that?
Beautiful day today, man. Hey, since we're waiting here, I'll tell you OT3. I don't know what level you're on the bridge. You're OT3 on the side.
Your life is worth more than this, isn't it? I mean, David Miscavige doesn't care about you. We do. We care about you more than David Miscavige.
What's up, Craig? It's good to see you, man. Stop
Have a good
making
weekend.
police calls. Learn the law.
Yeah, they have all kinds of problems with this door, El Cemento. It's hilarious. But when you see like dudes like Ken walk out, they like smash the hell out of this door. So it's not really that surprising that the door is in bad shape.
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess he's having a bad day.
Hey, can you mute real quick?
Yeah, hold on. We're. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna hold on to the sign. Cubs is
Yeah, his
probably
name's Craig. I know him.
right. Thought maybe they could use that as an
Christy
excuse.
said,
I don't
oh
know.
no, I have a sweater sort of like...
So man, you know Scientology's right there. You know it's a cult. Okay. Have a good weekend, bro. So here's the statue. I'll take Scooter Mom's idea, maybe try to put this on my community page. But this is a statute that Scientology violated when they called 911 3 or more times for a fake call. Punishable by 2.5 years in prison or $1,000 plus restitution to the city.
They might go somewhere. Craig might take her somewhere.
Yeah, Scientology's going somewhere. Well, I was thinking about leaving the sign behind just because it'd be funny for people to see it all weekend, but yeah, I'd like to keep it. It's reusable because this number 2 is like a piece of paper. I can like change it. So if Cubs makes it an extra day, we'll make it 3 days.
Let me measure this with yours.
Oh, it's like the same size. It's like the
Actually,
same.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
They have that one too over there, so. But the thing is I just like being able to buy it here and then get rid of it. Like I don't need it.
Yeah, the white one's good too because you can write on it, whereas the black one, like I had to paint it.
That.
I'm not like a fluffer where she's really good at painting and art.
Wonder if she forgot it was Saturday. I think she
I
did.
struggle to paint
But
this
she
thing.
did. She did like when she tried to lock. I think she did say fuck or something along those lines. But the door was locked. But they've already locked the door.
What, the old lady said that?
I want to say she said either fuck or something when she tried to open it.
I realized that would be frustrating for her to have to listen to us, but wow, I didn't think she'd be uttering foul language.
What does it matter exactly, Christy?
these parking meters are a good place to put the water. I'm going to put you guys on mute for 1 second here. Alright, so we're good. Alright, just want to make sure I understood how the parking meters work. Scientology is a cult. Be careful. Don't join Scientology. Hi, how you doing? Scientology is a cult. You got to be careful when you're walking by. Have a good weekend.
Goofy ass Nancy, bro. That's hilarious.
Hey Bushman, welcome in. We're here at the Boston Scientology cult. Scientology of Boston. You can see that. And we're talking about the felonies committed by this Scientology organization here. They made arguably four fake 911 calls, but at least 3 911 calls that were fake. They called the police when this gentleman here was, he just put some flyers on the cars. Like, that's totally not illegal. In fact, this Scientology organization does it themselves, but they called 911 for that. They called 911 for cops taking pictures of Nancy, who just took pictures of us just a few minutes ago. Cubs was just walking around outside. They said he was following them. So there's 3 911 fake calls. And the Massachusetts statute says anyone who makes 3 or more fake 911 calls is guilty of a felony. You go to prison for 2.5 years, fined us $1,000 plus restitution to the city. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Scooter Mom, for the assist there. I appreciate what you just did. Once in a while you get interesting people. We had some interesting people today. Scientology is a cult, man. Be careful when you walk by.
But again, it says fake.
Alright, so Saki, whatever your name, I just deleted the comment. You know, I'm hoping you can just behave. But if you can't behave, then you're going to get banned. But we don't really ban very many people here. I've only ever banned like 3 people on the whole channel, like ever. Yeah, Bushman, that's absolutely right. Thank you.
They didn't try to accuse me of following. They were trying to do that, especially that instance.
We just really don't want any political chat or chat about other religions. I don't think. Oh, you timed him out. Okay. Thanks, Scooter Mom. So hopefully everything's going all right today in SPTV land. Haven't had a chance to look at a lot of other streams.
Which again, they can't feel threatened.
I saw that Keith went to Buffalo. Yeah, Scooter Mom's got an awesome channel, and she goes to the the rental org of Toronto. It's hilarious. Sometimes I protest at the less than ideal org of New Haven, but today we're here at the criminal cult of Boston Scientology. And most of our Scientologists have left, but we just had that older woman come in. Normally she's leaving around this time, so why she's walking in now, I don't know. And then there was another guy who let her in because this door is locked now. It's not because we try to get in there. I mean, I've never tried once to get in there. Here's the personality test. Everyone passes the personality test when I do it, but if you go to Scientology, you'll flunk the test, and you'll have to buy books to get yourself right. Tried looking, so Scientology's out recruiting. I tried looking for them today. Quite a few places around Boston City, but I didn't find them anywhere. No signs. I even asked some people if they'd seen them, like people I didn't know, but they all said no.
Somebody touched it with their fingers.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably understandable, I guess.
Oh man, someone touched it with their fingers. Or what is that? That's disgusting. See that smear?
Ah. Well, Chris will have to get out here and clean the windows.
Yeah, someone just reached down from all the way up there. Kind of hurt.
Come on, Scientology, let's clean the windows out here. How come we can't find any neighbors that like you?
He's got the newspaper out, just front window's dirty.
How come you keep making fake 911 calls? The funny thing about them locking the doors is if like you actually wanted to join, if you wanted to buy a book or something, you wouldn't be able to. I mean, can you imagine if someone like stood out here and tried to call this number and like, oh yeah, I want to buy a book? They might not even answer the door. It's so weird. So we're shutting down Scientology just by forcing them, I guess, encouraging them maybe to lock the doors. I never said you should lock your doors. I just said you should stop committing crimes and you should start paying your taxes. That's kind of what I said. But apparently they all feel like they need to lock the doors now. Is that what they do in Toronto too? They lock the doors? Does anyone ever try to go into Toronto, the Toronto org? When I've seen Scooter's live streams, I haven't really seen people trying to go in and buy a book or anything. Yeah, well, Cubs actually was brave enough to do it. I never did. I would not want to go into a Scientology building.
Bring out the vinegar and newspaper. We need to clean these windows. That's disgusting. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but it looks like someone smeared something all the way from up here down and over there.
A very untidy criminal organization out here.
Yes, the windows are certainly not clear. They have to charge the windows $100K for auditing.
Scientology, does your lease require you to keep the windows clean? Do you have to like refrain from not? Are you allowed to commit felonies? The sign blew down. Problem with when you got a sign like this, you gotta keep holding it, otherwise it'll. The wind always seems to take them. They have confidential material in there. The world's not ready to see. Well, I don't know. So we're trying to figure out like why Scientology was all upset when Cubs put on the on their windshields the billionaire contracts, but like I don't know. I think a lot of people have seen these billionaire contracts. Saturday Night Live with Neurotology had the billionaire contract. It looked a lot like the Scientology contract. I don't know if they really think that's secret. Do they really think that you can't find out about the OT levels?
I think that's what got them pissed off more, is that document was out here in public.
Oh, so like the public's gonna see this big secret?
Wait until I put one of the OT levels on there. Part of it, because I was looking at the document and the OT levels, the PDF I found has the old OT levels, and then it says new OT levels, so whatever they added to it. So it's got the original and whatever they have added to it.
Well, I think when L. Ron Hubbard died, they did not have an OT8. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
There's some words that I can't even tell what they are.
Oh, because of handwriting?
When someone does handwriting in cursive, like super bad, I cannot.
Yeah, you're right, Panda.
I can't make out some words.
Welcome in, too. Yeah, I think when L. Ron Hubbard died, he only had OT7. Isn't it? I don't know, I'm not sure. But that's what I thought. And it came out with OT8, and then they talk about other levels, but I don't think they're really serious about it. Yeah, I was trying to encourage an older lady to, I guess you'd say, hello, to leave Scientology. It'd be really nice if you get someone to leave. I mean, what kind of life is this? She's very old, so she doesn't have that much time left. She ought to be able to talk to her kids. Just maybe try to enjoy what's left of her life. I'd like to see that. Yeah, okay, thanks, Panda. That's what I thought, but I wasn't, I wasn't 100% sure. Our green line here. Yeah, okay, so they found some notes and, thought they could make some cash off that, I guess. Hi, do you know that this is a cult, right? Scientology? It's really bad. You got to be careful when you walk by. Don't join Scientology. Just say no. They make a lot of fake 911 calls too. It's really bad. Have a good weekend.
I can go down there, I don't mind. Can you mute real quick?
All right, we're gonna mute for just a minute here. Wait, hold on. Yeah.
I mean, you could put it behind it. You don't have
Do you want me to just walk with you?
No.
Okay. All right, so Cubs is gonna walk around the block and just see what's up. And I'm gonna hold Cubs sign. Stop wasting tax dollars. Absolutely. Scientology is a dangerous cult and a scam. Well, what do you know? I feel the same way. How you doing? Scientology is a cult. Just be careful when you're walking by Scientology. They make a lot of fake 911 calls. It's a felony in Massachusetts. Make 3 or more fake 911 calls. Scientology is a cult. Be careful when you're near Scientology. So they have this whole, it looks pretty small because you just have this one door and like one poster, and once in a while they've got a sign like right here on the sidewalk. But they've got this whole second floor that weaves around the building. And then we just met the gentleman who's renting some storage space up here, and then there's this other company that does like computer training, I guess. But he told us that this used to be there was a bowling alley on the second floor, which is wild. And before that, it was a car dealership. So we learned a lot about this building today from that gentleman. And he used to own the buildings that Scientologists bought to make their ideal org, which is kind of laughable because it's probably not going to happen. If you've been watching Cubs live streams, he was showing you this. They did some work here on the sidewalk, and it's kind of cool. I don't know how great a job they did, but they have this is more wheelchair accessible than it used to be. It was just like a step-up curb, so it's kind of cool. You can see you got a lot of international type students and others in the area. Over there, they've got an ESL school. Oh. Sorry, I just dropped my sign in front of you. Trying to between my sign and Cubs sign here. So this is it, and they have, just like New Haven, they bought a large building and they want to make that their ideal org, but they don't really seem to be making a lot of progress on it. At least Boston raised some cash, but New Haven I don't think they even did that. I mean, there are people on the shoreline in Connecticut with a lot of money, but none of them want to give their money to something like Scientology. But they found some takers here, or some people willing to buy into the cult here. But yeah, you really need a lot of people. Just the main building, the gentleman who used to own it was here just a little earlier in the chat. He said it's 60,000 square feet, and it's a group of 3 buildings. They're going to demo one, but that, you need some serious staff to like maintain a building like that and to staff it just for normal operations. Yeah, Scooter, so I'll try putting it here again. The problem is it's prone to blowing away. I gotta find a way to make my signs more sticky. We got a cup sign here now too, so I got 2 signs. We're talking about, you probably don't know that every org is empty. It's just, yeah, I mean, when the Scientologists come by, there's like so many things you want to tell them. So you got to make choices, right? You try to help someone learn about Aftermath Foundation or SPTV Foundation, and you don't get a chance to remind them about the other orgs being empty too, but that's something I try to keep in mind. But I do go to more than one org, New Haven and Boston for the most part, so I can tell them about both. It's both very similar. Neither one is able to open the new building. Both seem to have a shortage of staff. Both are struggling. I got a new visitor here. You got a bungee cord. Oh, I like that idea, Scooter Mom. I like that, and I like how I think you if I remember right, you have a chair that you can sit in front of the org.
I'm gonna walk around the alley. I'll be back.
Oh, okay. You're gonna walk around the other side now.
Just so I see what's going on.
All right. So that's Cubs, just doing some walking. Yeah, if we're out here in the front, then they sometimes slide out the back. Scientology's a cult. Have a good weekend. Yeah, if I had a chair, I'd be like sitting in the middle of the street. When I go to New Haven, though, they have a bench right in front of it, like a park bench across the street that faces the org, so I got that. Yeah, people are paying the meter, but it's almost 6 o'clock. I think you only have to pay up to 6. Kind of ridiculous if you have to pay the meter here when it's already so dead, but such is life. If you park in the right place in New Haven, you don't have to pay. That's something that you gotta carry in as in a wheelchair. Yeah, so that makes it really hard. Really hard. My dad had MS, and he used to have to get around in a scooter a lot of the time. It's tough because there's not that many. There's still a lot of places that aren't really designed to accommodate that. But they did actually just do some work on the sidewalk here, so there's that. Yeah, that's a special extra obstacle to overcome. So this is criminal org. So as far as like crimes that I can put on my IRS form, we got 3 or more fake 911 calls, including the one on Thursday, the cops. We got Lisa McPherson, awful tragedy where Scientology was charged with 2 felonies. And then I can think of the Denver attack on Jay. So there's 3, but if anyone else has any others that they want to put in here, that'd be welcome. But a pattern of criminal activity would be substantial criminal activity. If you've got substantial criminal activity, then that means you're not organized exclusively for religious purposes. And that's what the tax court said when Scientology lost its case. And that's also the Supreme Court rule from the Bob Jones University case. So if you're doing stuff that's illegal and substantial enough, then you're not organized exclusively for religious or charitable purposes. Oh, okay. I've heard the name, but I'm not familiar with the case. Yeah, when I made this sign, I kind of ran out of time. I put the statute on the back. I had to paint everything on the front, which took a long time, but I was going to try to look up some cases to throw in the back of there too, we could talk about. There's a couple of child trafficking cases. To include that, one of the conversations we had today was about child trafficking. Cold water, absolutely. Cold water is the source of a lot of misery. Thanks, Scooter Man. Yeah, there's still like 2 Scientologists left in the building, maybe 3. But a lot of them left at 5 o'clock. And I don't know. We think they're going somewhere, so before I came here today, I tried to look around Boston. I went to Boston Commons and just kind of walked around the city, and they have people who are like handing out coupons and stuff, and so I asked them if they had seen anyone with like a Dianetics t-shirt or something to do with Scientology. No one really had anything that they could say they saw. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. You know, the gentleman who we were talking to, who's the rental agent in this building here on the corner, he saw the sign, he found it interesting, but he wasn't totally sure if he understood what it said at first. So it's good to get some feedback on that, because I know what I mean, but you know, if the sign doesn't convey that to someone else, then it's not a good sign, or maybe it's a good idea, but it needs to be fixed. Maybe I should make it sideways so people can see it. Right now, I mean, so like you guys can see it, but like people walking by couldn't. This is normally where they have their stupid Scientology sign. And they had it out here when I first got here, so hopefully what you're seeing when you click on this is like the thumbnail should be the Scientology sign next to my sign. That was my idea. And then I walked around the corner here. There's a bench. I was trying to get set up for the live stream, and then one of the Scientologists walked out. He walked by me, so I had to, like, you know, mess with him. I wasn't live yet, but so I've got that video. And yeah, that's how it started. Then I walked over here. The sign was gone, and then we had a couple people give me a lot of feedback on not being photographed out in public. One lady threatened to beat me up. For real. These trains come by quite often. Yeah, so that's what I did. I took a picture. Oh shit, there goes a sign. Well, here's cut sign. I did take a picture of the sign, and what I did was I made a thumbnail for it. I thought you guys would be able to see it, but maybe not. But that'll be the thumbnail anyway later. Shit. So that's my problem with the sign here. It's not. I mean, it's not like it's howling wind, like a hurricane or something. I'm afraid to put it on the building. I don't want to give them an excuse any more than I already have, maybe. But yeah, I got to think about what to do with the sign. I think what to do with the sign here. Oh, well, thank you, Scooter Mom. The most important thing is people came, right? If I put the sign here, I don't know, we'll see, we'll give it one more shot. I know in Scientology is a cult, they make a lot of fake 911 calls. It's a felony in Massachusetts. It costs us a lot of money because we have to pay for it, right? Have a good weekend. Yeah, so I'm maybe gonna go take another look at your live streams if I can see your sign, how you do it. Hey kiddo, how you doing? Have a good weekend. Paris, love Paris. Have a good weekend. The Boston Scientology cult. Cubs channel 16. Hi man, how are you?
You know me. How's your day going today? That's good.
A lot of people stop and talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, you could say 50-50, so as you know, when people walk by, I don't like reach out because I'm here every day, so I don't want people to complain.
Plus, there's somebody on every corner.
So I don't want to. I don't
could
want
be
to
over
like,
that.
be a nuisance. But you know I haven't. I just stand here, record them, and then when people stop, then yeah, of course I'm going to talk to them. But it's like 50-50, to be honest. Or like more than 50, let's say like 80%, maybe 90%. Well, yeah, let's say like 70%. If I don't talk to them, they'll at least say I agree or good job like you have been doing. Or they'll just give me the head nod with the thumbs up. So, which even though they're not stopping to talk, it's still good, a positive feedback, you know, because everyone kind of knows a little bit about this place. It's not good. So,
You can't record people without their permission.
yeah. In public, you can. Yeah, they
Well,
told-
if someone can walk down the sidewalk and see something, then why
yeah,
shouldn't you
so
have it
they
on a
called the
camera?
cops on me for filming them, and the cops have told them that it's perfectly legal.
But that's an issue.
What is it?
That's an issue.
Yeah, some people are uncomfortable with it, but you know, they came out today and photographed the both of us.
Yeah, they actually photographed me. and
So they
took
can't
a
really complain.
Video of me today.
Yeah.
But I get it, some people don't want to, but
Yeah.
you know, again, we've gotten the cops called on us, and in this state, you're allowed to film in public,
Yeah.
you know.
But to me, that if something is crossing the line, I'd say that's, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a law, then, you know, obviously I wouldn't do it, but I
Yeah.
film because I know that they're,
What do you use the film for?
it's in case just they do something. So like right now I'm live on YouTube, so I have people that watch me while I protest. So really for me, it's just for my safety when they come out, because sometimes like in other states,
In case someone tries to assault you.
yes, and
or
other
Someone
states,
threatened to do that to me
in
today.
Los
That
Angeles,
I understand.
in Los Angeles, they have assaulted protesters, and if you don't have it on film, they're not going to share their cameras with us to show that they assaulted us.
Right.
And like today, like he was saying, someone almost assaulted him. So yeah, so
And I'm just like, you know, a nice guy.
Is it someone from
no, it was just a, it was
No,
just a person
just someone with a bad
walking.
attitude.
But again,
Yeah.
like, you know, you could just keep walking. Like that person literally stood in front of his camera and was yelling at him like, if you don't want to be filmed,
Yeah.
like, you know, no
Oh, yeah,
offense,
I
we
know
were here
about that.
first standing here. He was here first.
I think the AC unit's on the other side. That's very troubling.
I get that. They cover their face or look the other way. Like I said, if that, I get what you're saying. That could be, you know, that's, you know, kind of at the line. But again, the cops
Welcome
have
in,
come
Oriel.
out. Like I told that lady.
The way you use it is how the line is crossed.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you use
that's-
it in court, if you're assaulted, that I have no problem.
Yeah, and you have to record at all times, because if you, like right now I'm live, so they can't say that I edited the video, because it's literally right now streaming on YouTube right now as we speak.
Yeah.
So there's no way I can edit it, because it's a live. It's like a TV. You know, if the news is on, that's a live feed from their from the news station. So I'm always live just in case, because they'll try to say that, oh, that he just manipulated that. I didn't. It's live. Like it's literally a live video, minute by minute, second by second, whatever
Gotta
happens.
protect you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's
Have a good
talking to you
weekend,
again.
man.
Take care.
So why wouldn't she want to be on the camera? She was a very nice person.
What up, Selfless? Yo, hello, Selfless.
Yeah, so Oreo's talking about the AC units. They just have some AC units on the other side of the building, just sticking out of these windows, and it doesn't look
That is true, Selfless.
it doesn't look real
It's crazy
secure.
she said that, because I've seen her so many times out here, and she stopped. She won't stop like that. She'll just say, "Oh, continue your good work, man. Thank you." So that's weird that today she said that.
Yeah, maybe she didn't know. I'm like, you know, she's like a little bit older, so she might not think about stuff like YouTube and
Like, I get what
TikTok
she's
or whatever.
saying. I get it. I even get her, but again, you're out in public, like.
Yeah.
Like that, for example, that young girl, 20-ish, whatever, stopped literally and yelled at you. Like she's standing there, and you're still like this. Like you don't want to be filmed. Like I told her, just keep
Yeah,
walking.
like she's still on
I don't
camera,
wanna be
right?
rude, but you can keep walking. People that stop and complain about it, you're the one putting yourself on camera. I was here.
So this
first.
lady's
I'm-
standing in front of my
I'm
camera
literally
complaining that I'm
the
filming
door.
her,
You're
but
in front of the door.
like,
Move.
why don't you just like walk off to the side? Walk off to the side and then complain that you don't want to be filmed. But she's standing right in front of my camera complaining that I'm filming her. And threatening to beat me up at the same time, so of course I'm going to film her.
I'm sure everything will be worked out, but it just sucks having to do that, man. That stinks having to go through all that BS. What's up, Davies? It's good to see you. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Just out here on the wall.
I don't know how many, we got 18 people in this live. It's pretty good for me, for my channel.
It was popping.
My Scientologists want to say hello. Go ahead and do that. You won't automatically be deleted for saying that. You can try to have a conversation. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to talk to people.
Actually, I went to where they were where they were at, where one of my friends was handing out their little bookmarks for free personality tests. They called this place the Boston Test Center, and they also lied.
Traffic was horrendous today. I think a lot of people are moving into the area for school.
The Boston Test Center for a limited time is offering free personality tests, aptitude tests, and whatever else they put on there.
So we'll probably start seeing more school,
You should know
college-related folks on these live
It's good
streams.
to know, where you stand in these things, something like that. Please come in.
Camera Karen, yeah. Thanks, Marno. I like that. I like that a lot.
Like,
I think I might just use that.
like if you were on
Camera
GPS
Karen.
kind of thing, or screenshotted that and put this location on there.
Now in New Haven, like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, there were like two guys, and they had like shopping carts filled with stuff, so they kind of looked homeless, and they said they didn't want to be filmed. So I was like, okay, I understand that. And so I gave them I gave them each a water because it was really hot out that day. And then on my last live stream, they came over and said hello and said thank you for the water. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you have to pay after 6.
You don't have to pay yet. Is it almost 6?
Yeah.
So, thank you for after 6. Yeah, and then on Sundays you don't have to. So Monday to Saturday, 8 to 6, and then Sundays, if you're ever here Sundays.
I didn't see the time.
Oh, I'm surprised it actually ate it.
Have a good weekend, man.
Have a good one. Did it actually add time? No, it didn't even add his time. Wait, let's see.
It doesn't even give you credit for the time? I mean, I know you
I'm
won't get a
looking right
refund
now
or
to see if
anything,
it
but
changes it. Oh, it did give him 15 minutes.
yeah. All right, well,
6:16.
at least you didn't put a ton of money in for
No,
it.
he just put 15 minutes worth. Have you ever seen someone just randomly go on your ticket test? I haven't here. Some people have gone, like there's young kids that went in there and came out with this
Thanks, Spock.
this little booklet, like the free one. But I've never
I kind of
really
hate
seen
Scientology, too.
anyone to take the test. And if they do, it's going to be for fun.
Yeah, they made I would say four fake phone calls for Cubs here, this gentleman, but at least 3. And in Massachusetts, that's a felony. And you go to prison for 2.5 years. Or if the org did it, but maybe different people called, the org could be charged $1,000 fine plus restitution. I don't know how much restitution would be. I tried to look that up. I'm having a hard time figuring out how much an actual 911 call costs to send cops here, but one day they had a little bit of chalk on the sidewalk and said, like, beware, there's a cult here, and they called the cops, and two police cars came. I mean, there is a real cost for that, and you know, they're just wasting our taxpayer money, right? They don't pay any taxes. I think we should. I think they should have to confer with an actual taxpayer before they make any more 911 calls. Now, if the person who really pays taxes agrees that it's a 911 emergency, then they can call. That's my proposal. It might be kind of funny if they call the police on me here, because the cops would probably agree with me that these fake 911 calls really suck. When I'm in New Haven, I usually spend more time asking Scientology to pay their property taxes. So I think the city, Boston and New Haven, would kind of be on the same side. I don't know, maybe not. I think I talked to that guy before, tried to. He was unconcerned about Scientology.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about Scientology until you get down here. That's why they don't hand it to you on that side.
What kind of grips these? Hello.
They put this on there. I'll show you where it's at.
Huh, it looks like the mattress, is the mattress store still open? They've got their sign here. And it's still out here. Like we would get a $300 fine if we put like flyers. The Cubs used to put like the Papa Smurf flyers and stuff on these parking meters. And they gave him a warning saying it'd be like a $300 fine. Him and Boston Auditor K. Yeah, so it says that they're only open till 6. Oh, I see people walking around there, so they might be cool. Yeah, I just wonder about that sign. Like, I don't know if they would get in trouble for having a sign on the sidewalk like overnight. I mean, I don't know if there's anything I could do. I wouldn't take it home to like save them a fine. Someone would say I'm stealing the sign probably if I did that.
Oh, thank you, of course, man. You know, we're all out here. We're all in it for one reason, so it's thanks.
Cubs Channel 16.
You always have my support, man. You've always been a big supporter of me, way before. I got.
We may or may not have
a lot of people here too.
special guest show up.
Selfish, just like everyone else.
We'll see.
Supportive, and that means a lot to me. I'm just out here trying to let people know this place is here, and if they want to talk and ask questions, I'll be more than happy.
Appreciate everyone hanging out on the stream with me. We had some difficulties with some of the neighbors early on. We had someone complaining she was being filmed, and she threatened to beat me up, and fortunately Cubs then showed up. I was here by myself for a while.
So proud, so brave, yep. And the thing is too, because I was like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm about
And we had Nancy.
The guy looked like he said no.
She wanted
to looking at the person.
take some film of me, which is fine.
They just stuck it out.
But they called 911 when Cubs was filming her, so I don't understand why she thought that was okay.
They didn't talk to him at all. They just literally handed it to him.
And then we talked to the landlord. He's around the corner here. He's got a bunch of like apartments that he leases. And he used to be the CEO of the company that owns this building, but he doesn't actually own this building. But what we found out was he has some storage up in here. So we'll continue to talk to him because he goes up there and has to interact with the Scientologists, and he clearly doesn't like these Scientologists one bit. So that was kind of interesting. And then he once owned the building that Scientology just bought for their ideal org here in Boston. So we unlocked a new character. The gentleman has a lot of stories. I had to put him on mute for a while to get those stories, but we got it. So it's kind of peaceful here. Saturdays at 6 o'clock.
That would be awesome, just because, like, I've seen like a lot of the protesting there, like even back in like November.
Yeah, damn, Panda, that's a good question, and I did not ask him. I didn't think to ask him, and now I'm really unhappy with myself for
I
that.
just want to see the buildings.
But I think we'll talk to him again,
Big blue building, like that area.
and I will ask
I
him.
want to see that other one.
In fact, he said that he was going to check because he does know the owner very, very well because he used to be the CEO of the owner's company, and he was going to check to see if it would violate the lease to have religious services here
Save money, of course.
upstairs at
Just for that
Scientology.
trip. I mean, I could go now.
And you could see the wheels turning a little bit. He definitely was interested in helping evict Scientology from the building. He didn't like what he heard about Scientology one bit. So yeah, we'll find out about that. We'll find out if it's if it breaks any of the terms of the lease, that they have religious services here.
It's good to see you. You just got in, Charles. Nancy filmed me and took photos of me.
It was not a good day for Scientology, and they don't even know it yet. But we did have the confrontation with Nancy, which is hilarious. Fake Lorraine.
Yeah, I know.
We used to call her Fake Lorraine, but now we know her name is actually Nancy Hickey.
Like I've been to a lot of areas.
She was filming me, I was filming her, Cubs was filming her. It's kind of funny. You know Scientology's a cult, right?
They were like,
Scientology's a cult, be careful, stay away from the cult.
I didn't really see the, and I saw the crack there just quickly. They're winter wonderlanders. Yeah, that's true. Who knows?
Yeah, I sure wish I would have asked about the rent.
I'm
Dang.
excited for it to snow here and get cold. I'm gonna start dressing like that when it does.
He did tell us that these offices that Scientology is leasing, they were vacant for about 2 years. So the landlord is probably getting kind of desperate. That's probably why he agreed to lease this property, or the office space, to Scientology.
It's a safety.
Yeah, it's 6:10 here. So, I think we're gonna wait
Anything out, but if more than one person
a little
comes
bit
out
longer
during
because I
Halloween time,
think
that
we
would
might
be
have a
out.
visitor. So I'm not can't guarantee it. Hey ladies, you know Scientology's a cult, right? You gotta stay away from the cult.
So I ended up walking.
Have a good weekend.
Right, and I did my usual walk to
Thanks.
see. I already saw who was here, but Steve, have a good one, guys.
Yeah, have a good weekend.
Take care. So I ended up. I saw Manny from I was crossing there, but he had a group of people.
So
I
we already
figured
talked
he
to
was
way more
talking
people
to
than
them.
Scientology did today.
I think he's doing his
You never see anyone walk in the building, partly it's because his door is always
And then I
locked.
finally came over here. One of them was yelling at me for filming him.
So of course it's important, but I wouldn't just continue to talk about it. Combo's already like said more about it than I ever did. So.
The rental guy also wasn't happy about this pawn shop here, but I don't know, the pawn shop guy has been good to us.
Started yelling at him.
Yeah, they keep calling 911, fake calls to 911. It costs the city so much money. Ridiculous. Yeah, they did it 4 times. For like no reason. Just to harass him, but that's actually a felony if you do it 3 or more times, you know, and it costs the city a lot of money. So it's just awful. Anyway, have a good weekend.
You're good, but I'm not getting involved in what's going on there, but I'm just telling you that you can record in public.
Yeah, thanks, Scooter. It's nice to have another protester around, especially like, you know, the way this live stream started with someone threatening me and just going a little weird.
If she would have stepped in, him, Manning, I'm sure would have backed up, but I would have called the cops.
When Cubs got here, she calmed down a little bit.
Someone else what to do, like we're not together. Like I'm not
She had a
gonna
very
tell them
bad
not to
attitude.
vote just because they're upset about being
If you don't want to be filmed, just like walk away, you know. I'm not following anyone. I'm not chasing anyone. I'm just going to stand here in front of Scientology. Pretty simple. Yeah. If someone looks at the sign or they look at me, I'll definitely say hi. But sometimes I'm a little gun shy now. I'm a little gun shy.
Did you just get here when that girl started trying to fight you?
Well, what happened was, you know, when I first got here.
How long were you here when she started?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Cause I took a picture of my sign next to the Scientology sign, and I went over to the bench to get set up, and then Steve, one of the Scientologists, came by.
Yeah, I saw
So
this car like
I wasn't live. I just had to photograph him by, you know. So that took a little while. Then I came over here, and one gal came out of this building. So I asked her about Scientology.
Yeah, the one that told me that.
Like I'll just say the white girl, you know, and then So then she walked away. She said she didn't know anything about Scientology. So then she comes back with her boyfriend. And then meanwhile, the second gal comes over. So that all took maybe like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah, because I know her, but like I told her, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're doing your own thing, man.
So we had some complaints.
She gave me that big spiel and whatever. And she gave me a lot of good info, so for me, I'm not going to ruin that relationship. Because she gives me info. Like she told me
Who did?
a party in there that one day, but like I told her, I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Oh.
We're not together, so.
Yeah.
And you're allowed to film.
Well, yeah, we know that. We knew that anyway, but we double know it because Scientology made a fake 911 call.
Tell another girl to call the cops.
Oh, I see, yeah.
I didn't want her
Yeah,
to,
so cops told that one lady to call the cops
I
on
didn't
me.
want her to hit you. She was going to hit you. So I was like, call the cops. If it's that big of a deal, they're going to tell you that they can't do anything.
Manuel, you're right.
You're stopped here. Like I said, you're the one who's still stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, that might have been best actually if we did call 911. Because threatening people is actually not okay, right? She was starting to get a little out of hand. We got the train behind us here, making some of that noise. Oh, then there's another one coming. These trains come with a lot of frequency. So that's the green line. That's why it's painted green. Makes sense, right? Got some water here, trying to stay hydrated. People coming in. Does this guy's shirt say yellow or bolo? I think it says bolo.
Yeah, I mean, I think
It would make more sense if it said yellow. He's on the phone, so I couldn't ask him. How you doing, man? Seem like a decent guy. They're not color coded, so that's, yeah. I've been to Toronto a bunch of times. I never took the train though. They used to have a ferry. You know, one time I lived in Rochester, New York, which is across Lake Ontario from Toronto. And they had a ferry. People only wanted to take the ferry to Toronto, really, but no one really wanted to go to Rochester, New York. Eventually, they got rid of the ferry. It was like this, supposed to be the super fast trip ferry, and they built like a special dock for it and everything, and then a customs house, and then they had to cancel it because no one wanted to go to Rochester, New York, which can't blame them. But Toronto's cool. I love Niagara Falls. Used to go to Niagara Falls a lot. Last year I went to Niagara Falls and Montreal. That was the first time in Montreal.
I know that there's been stuff and I don't get into all that.
Maybe I'll have to check out the rental org sometime.
I'm just here.
Doesn't look like anything bad. The thing is, I don't know if I go to Canada. I don't know exactly what my rates are there as an American protester. Yeah, Niagara Falls at night is awesome to see, but not just the falls. falls, they actually reduce the power of the falls at night. But they have laser shows and stuff, so that's kind of cool. But Niagara Falls is like, it's like spring break, like pretty much all the time. And there's a lot of fun stuff to do there. A lot of fun stuff to do there. I kind of miss it. I miss those days. Hello, how are you today? Have a good weekend. Yeah, well, our dollar is like getting killed lately. Like a year ago, it was almost on par with the euro, and now it's a euro's worth $1.10, which is not good if you want to go on a vacation. You want to go overseas. It fluctuates. I guess it's supposed to help business more though if your currency goes down a little bit, so I suppose that helps Canada. It might help us versus like a European country. Not really my area of expertise though. Okay. So you can see there's not a ton going on here at the Colts. Cubs is walking away. So we'll see what we got going on. Here it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's 3 people in there. Paul, Craig, and old lady.
Yeah, what's with the old lady?
I
So
don't know, she came after 5, and then they locked the door on her because they locked the door. It self-locks on its own.
yeah, so there's this old lady. We usually just call her old lady because we don't really know her
I
name.
don't know her name. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah,
I forgot who in chat was like, "Hey, old lady."
and she's
who's that old
stuck right
lady?"
here
And that
with
just
us talking
stuck.
to her.
I don't know if it was Oreo Ritz or something, but somebody called her old lady and chatted. That just stuck. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay.
So we usually don't see her working like overnight or anything. You know, she leaves when they
Again, I don't know if
close.
she's public or she's a worker, because I don't call them staff. They're workers, man. This is a business. They work here. But she's always here. But she comes in.
She's
like,
at
at,
least
like,
in her 70s.
Yeah, but she leaves before like anyone. You know, she's not usually the one that
So
stays late.
she's stuck at this door. She can't get in. And then Cubs and I are talking to her. And she was just like not able to. She had to like make a phone call to have someone come downstairs and rescue her. But all we're trying to do is actually help her get out of Scientology. She doesn't have much time left. It would be nice, I think, if she could get out, talk to her family, do something besides be in Scientology. You know about Scientology? You know it's a cult, right? Thank you. Have a good weekend, man.
Fight your fight, they get a fight.
They have a nice little memorial here. There's this
You have my support, and I know
young lady
it'll be
who
a process. Hopefully.
died very young. She's only 20 years old. I don't know who Megan Birdsall is, but R.I.P.
My buddy who hangs out the mailbox is about to come.
What's that?
My mailbox buddy is about to come. I just saw him walking
Oh,
down. He's cool. I like him.
Yeah, there's a guy who hangs around the mailbox a lot.
Yesterday he was like, "You're late." I was like, "What?" He goes, "You're late." I was like, "Oh yeah, I went to other places."
Thanks, Miley. Thanks, Amy. Oh, so the college student, you know the story? Amy said you know the story about the person whose name is on that little stone?
Yeah, she ended up, I'd have to look, but she died unfortunately right there. She was on a bike and
Oh, she died right there?
Right there, yeah.
Oh. Okay, I thought maybe it was like doing on the property or something and just stuck a stone there. Yeah, that's terrible. Doesn't matter what college it is, there's always one or two students that have some kind of awful thing happen. How you doing? Thank you, Amy. Welcome in. I don't know if you saw the sign. We were talking about the fake 911 calls today. You know, we made 4 fake 911 calls for the cops. And Massachusetts law says if you make 3 or more fake 911 calls, it's a felony. You can get 2.5 years in prison or a $1,000 fine. I guess if it's an organization, you measure it that way, then it's a $1,000 fine, but then the city can get restitution. The court has to have a hearing on restitution. So that's what this says. That this PSAP means like a 911 call center. And so if someone willfully and maliciously communicates with a 911 center information a person knows or has reason to know it's false, and that results in a dispatch of emergency services, all right, and you do that 3 more times, it's a 2.5 year prison term up to, or a fine up to $1,000. But then they can have a hearing for restitution. Now the really interesting thing about all that is because Scientology is very likely committed a felony, we can file the IRS form 13909 and report the criminal activity. Oh, Club Brain Fog, awesome. Really appreciate that. Thanks, Sitting on Defense, for your compliment and the information here. Yeah, the San Francisco org, like the building looks kind of cool.
To say that they're
Charged with a felony for fake 911 calls leading to a man's death. She was responsible for taking resources away.
and then this sign.
Yeah, that's the
Anyone new
thing.
that popped in. So as you guys know, the cops have been called here a total of 5 times. 4 times on me and 1 on Boss Auditor K.
Oh, I didn't know a bus under K.
Yeah, they called the cops on her for the flyers.
Oh, I thought they
So
just
then,
called
since the cops
code
didn't do
enforcement.
nothing again, no. So they first called the police on her for putting flyers up, and they actually just went in to talk to them, and then they walked out and went straight to their car. They didn't even talk to her or anything. She actually is the one who approached them before they got in the car and talked to them, and that's when they decided to talk to her, and it was about the signs, and they were like, we looked at them, there's nothing wrong with them, you're good, don't worry about it. And then that's when they decided, they did their research and decided to call Boston Code Enforcement.
Well, I mean, I could, I can't complain. Calling code enforcement, I guess, was a smarter thing for them to do than calling 911.
Yeah, they got the signs to be put down. There's no more flyers being posted anywhere.
So there's a legal way to do things and an illegal way to do things, and unfortunately, they usually choose the illegal way to do things.
To go back to this, Manning made a sign that said
So that's
this whole work 2 days.
5 fake 911
2
calls. I
days
thought it was only
without a
4.
fake 911 call. And then the number 2, he just has a piece of paper where he printed out the number 2 and tape. So tomorrow,
We can change this.
tomorrow he can change it to 3.
I don't know why you're here. I'm glad that you are.
Oh, I appreciate you, man. Whatever you want. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Like I saw you out there the other day, but
Yeah, I'm usually here almost every day, man.
Yeah, they don't really have the police
I
on
will, man.
retainer
Take care.
here.
Have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
They bought the LAPD, but the LAPD was kind of crooked AF anyway, even before this. Before Scientology. They obviously haven't bought off the Boston police, but they've been here, I guess, 5 times. I only knew about 4, but the called it on Boston Auditor K apparently also. That's 0 and 5. They went 0 and 5. So if this was LA, like, I'm sure the police have already been called on us today. Yeah, who the hell knows what would happen. Primarily just stand on the sidewalk of the street. Talk about Scientology with people.
Very dangerous, man. Thank you. Have a good one.
Cubs knows everyone in this neighborhood.
Never met that guy.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh,
I'm telling you, most reactions is that either someone doesn't say anything, they just walk by, which is no problem, or they say that, or they'll give me the head nod with the thumbs up, or I agree. You know, it's never like that incident. That's very rare.
Yeah.
And again, and I've never seen her out here, so I'm here every day. Like, and that's what I would always tell someone that gets butthurt about being filmed. Like, I'm here every day. I've never seen you come out here, so you're the one that's brand new coming to this area at this time. So again, you can walk around, which most people do, or you can just walk by or cover your face. Like I said, some people do this when they have like something that they just bought or with their bag or even with their hands. It's fine. I don't care.
Yes,
Again, I'm not here to film people.
Yeah, so she's standing in front of my camera complaining that I'm filming her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
And
what-
making threats at the same time.
That's what was comical. Like, yo, we could have
Just go, walk
We could
away.
have called the cops. She would have been taken in for, you know, she was threatening you. Like, and even that one where she said, where I got it, where she said, I don't call the police. I just hit people. Okay, you're gonna get arrested.
Yeah,
Is what I
she
told
actually
her.
said that
You're
shit.
gonna get arrested. Is what I said. Like, is that really what you want? And if she would have hit you, she would have got.
Could have been bad, but she looks like she's uncollectible, to be frank.
Well, then her friends came, and the guy was like, "You're being ridiculous." Like,
Yeah, Scooter Mom, this Scientology org, they don't really have a lot of money, and they only have like 2
yeah,
cameras.
The other lady is she works at this school.
But there's other cameras
She came
for
to
other
me and
places.
said, I told him not to film me. You know me. He said he doesn't know me. And like I told her, I don't know him, and I can't tell him what to do. Even if I did know him, which I do know Manning, I'm not going to tell Manning what to do. He's his own protester. He can film whoever he wants. He's in public. Who am I to tell him not to film somebody?
Amy
I don't
wants-
do it because she always gives me good info.
Amy wants you to run for mayor.
Continue to get info. People have a very false sense of privacy out of this city.
Might be right, Amy. Hello. You know Scientology's a cult, right? You gotta stay away from the cult.
That's what I told her.
Have a good weekend.
I said, you're getting filmed
You know
there.
Scientology's a cult, right?
Those cameras are owned by the cult. That's even worse that you're on that camera. But yes, exactly, Chris. You can't fix it.
Yeah, like every intersection it
Exactly.
seems like there's cameras. I don't know what they do. They don't
No, there is.
seem to have a purpose, but they're there.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys have a good rest of the day. Thank you.
Doesn't say murder is prohibited, but says anything can be done to a person declared fair game by a Scientologist. By any Scientologist,
I
huh?
don't know if it was the same guy, but one of them told her that he's being ridiculous. That she was being ridiculous. Or I don't know if he meant it towards Manning or the girl, but again.
Well, they murdered Lisa McPherson with their stupidity. Hello.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay, you're lovely. Have a good weekend, okay? Thank you. Seemed like a really nice lady. Unlike Nancy, fake Lorraine, she was a real piece of work when she came out of the Scientology org today. Normally she just gets in her car and drives off, but she spent a lot of time photographing Cubs, and then she started photographing me for a while. No big deal.
Nancy, yeah, she had a good time filming today and taking photos. Another photo and video from my file. Woo!
Yeah, I mean, they got real up and close and personal with me last weekend in New Haven, so I don't know if they need any more photos, but Have at it, lady. Have at it. But she, you know, the only thing about that is she called 911
Exactly. Actually,
on
I
Cubs
had one
for
interview
taking
where
pictures of her
this is
before,
standing.
which is ridiculous.
Spanish. So I was talking to the crowd like this.
I'm starting to think the police are
standing around
gonna like become real unhappy with Scientology and just take calls. We'll see. Yes, we got a new group of people coming in off the train. Let's see people walk in front of the sign instead of me blocking it.
They ended up pulling that over.
Yeah, eventually she's gonna do something really stupid and get caught on camera. So I'm just gonna have the sign out here so people can see it as I pass by. Call the police. Well, it's got to be pretty extreme for me to call the police because I don't necessarily want to have to give them all my information, you know, for a low value call. Gotta be something pretty serious. Eventually they'll have all my information, I'm sure, but I don't need to make it easy for them. Yeah. No, this lady was really out of control.
100%. I'm sorry, bro.
Um,
Like I said, I thought you guys were talking to them. That's why I saw you and I just went back that way.
I was trying to, but you know, we had the girl in white with her boyfriend come over, and then the really bad one come over all at the same
I'll
time.
definitely clip it. Oh, actually, I did screenshot the time. Hold on.
Do you have it?
Oh, not for that. I
Oh, okay. You're
The
talking about something
time
else.
for Nancy.
Yeah, just me. You know, she was getting into some high risk behavior.
I screenshot the Mine's different because even when I do the clips, it's never that time, but it's got to be around there. I'd probably do
That usually doesn't
a
really
few minutes before
happen with
49 minute, and then
even the
go from
Scientologists,
there.
let alone
But mine says 49.
random people. So I don't know if they.
I don't know if it's a few minutes.
Whenever
off.
weird stuff happens now, I wonder if it's Scientology. Like, yeah. So if this was LA, I would think, oh, well, LA must have hired her to come start trouble. But I think she's just
Thank you, Real
off kilter.
Oh, got you.
I think she just has some serious attitude problems.
Looks like no Sea Org, only staff. There is Sea Org, but I saw one this week at the top of the stairs. It's a lady. And then, like a month ago, there was like a group of 5 silver
Oh,
vests
sorry.
over here.
Yeah, so here's the mailbox dude, if you
But I
can see
haven't
him.
seen all of them like that together in a while.
He just hangs out on the mailbox sometimes. It's kind of funny. Hi, Susan P. How you doing?
Dressed in the black suit, just no vest and stuff.
Welcome in, Susan. We're here at the Boston Scientology criminal organization. Most of the Scientologists have left now.
I gotta tell you something when she keeps walking back. I gotta tell you something. I'm just gonna let her.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be about her in the hoodie.
Oh,
I just want her to keep walking more so she doesn't hear. I'm not gonna say anything bad about her. It's just about an incident.
oh, an incident, huh?
Yeah, she's far away now. So that's the lady. I don't know if you watched the live. So I was over there when they had, you know, the temporary walkway over there.
I remember that.
Yeah. So I was over there, and I was actually gonna do the walk around like I almost do. And what is it called? She ended up stopping by, and I wasn't even filming. She's like, "Hey, I've seen you lots of times out when you're filming." She's like, "I don't want to be filmed. I don't like to be filmed and stuff." And I was like, "Well, again," and I explained to her what I'm doing, and she was again did what she did, but she at first was aggressive, like that, not yelling or cussing or being threatening, but she was like, you know, all about that. I told her, "Well, you can just keep walking. Like, I'm not filming you." And then
Yeah, we don't chase them down.
and then I said the same thing, like it's in public, and I was like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just saying, if you don't want to be filmed, you can keep walking, walk around, or do whatever. I'm always here first, and I've been doing this every day for the last 2 months. Like, I'm not gonna stop. And then she like changed her tune and was like, "Look, you know, I get it. I just don't want to be filmed." I'm like, "Well, that's great. If you tell me you don't want to be filmed and you're talking to me, I won't film you. Like, but for you to tell me you don't want to be filmed like that when you're walking here, again, I can film whoever I want." She didn't say nothing this time. And she said one day she'll stop and talk to me about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never did though. Maybe she
I
still
ended
will.
up getting like upset because again, I hate when people say that. Like, I don't want to be rude, but again, you don't have to walk through, and you can not stand in front of me.
Actually, on my last Canada trip, I remember it wasn't Scientology related, but I was taking some video. The guy complained about being filmed, and I just said, "Well, please get out of the way, because I don't want to film you. I don't want you on camera." But this girl with a really bad attitude, I don't know that I was really trying to talk to her anyway. I was trying to talk to the other one still. And then her boyfriend came over, or whoever the guy was with her.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
And then,
the lady, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that tried to talk to her all at once. Yeah, maybe the people on the train can see my sign. One of the things that Boston Auditor Kay was doing was just putting these on these meters, just putting like the Papa Smurf flyers and the other Scientology flyers up, and they called the police. The police said it's no big deal, but then they what happened was they called code enforcement. Code enforcement said it cost us, we'll get a $300 fine like per meter per day. So we'd have to crowdfund the hell out of it if we were gonna put another flyer up like that. But
Yo, he got me. I was like, what?
that's why we're not doing flyer tech here.
I actually pulled out
I'm still not sure if I can do it in New Haven. I noticed that there really aren't any flyers up near the New Haven less than ideal org, so I'm reluctant to do it.
to see, and then you'll see the actual username.
I'm not sure if you can,
For the page, and you'll see that it's completely different. Like mine
you know,
is
put
exactly
up what you can put on the sidewalk or not. So
username to that.
I tried to learn about it. You can't just like display stuff for sale, but
You'll see that it's the same thing.
I think the day I went out there and I gave out donuts, I think that was okay to put that on the
It
sidewalk.
might add a number or some kind of symbol.
Still trying to learn those rules, and New Haven doesn't answer the phone when you call, so it makes it tough. Yeah, Amy, I don't know. The code enforcement guy said you could get permission from the mayor's office, and then it would be all right. So perhaps, you know, I don't know if you had like an Amber Alert or something, you'd automatically have permission. But I'm sure they're selective in their enforcement of that rule. Because we've seen a few flyers, like on some utility poles here. I guess if no one complains about it, then the city can't really do anything. How you doing, man? You know Scientology's a cult, right? Stay away from the cult. Bad news.
Many
do?
Yeah, we got a special guest coming to meet you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Don't say yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I knew there was a possibility that someone might come, but we'll see.
Manny's a celebrity here now. People in Boston want to meet Manning.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, because Oriole Ritz is like, it's almost 7, so you're still here. Like, yeah, we're waiting for you. Too soon.
Yeah.
Too much longer. Probably within 10 minutes. I looked at my... I usually have my watch on this hand. I literally looked and I don't have
Oh, you don't have a watch on today,
Not
do you?
today. It leaves the tan mark on there when it's really sunny. And I just now got the tan line from my watch on.
Yeah, when I wear a watch with the bracelet, I can switch it to either wrist, but with the strap, it has to go on my right wrist.
Yeah.
But that helps to even out the the tan mark.
Christy says, special guest, LRH's ghost. And then she says...
LRH's ghost, that would be quite an interesting
Then
surprise.
she said, which would also be an excellent Halloween costume.
Wait, maybe David Miscavige is coming.
I'll come out here. I'll dress up here. But usually I have plans on Halloween. What day is it this week? Or this year?
Maybe David Miscavige is going to come. What do you guys think?
Oh, on a Thursday, yeah.
I think he doesn't really care about this work very much,
We'll see. Maybe I'll
as long as the money comes in.
For what I do and just wear my costume out here. Hey, Puck, nice to see you again. We got all started. It's good to see you as well. For being in here.
You know Scientologists here? You know it's a cult? Have a good weekend.
Sorry. I'm not laughing at you, man.
Well, I know you have a chat, so I'm assuming something funny happened in your
No,
chat.
I'm laughing at that, not at you. Completely ignored, and then you're like, all right, have a good night.
What else can I say?
That was just funny.
Once in a while that works though. That
Yeah,
so
it
sometimes
does,
people will
'cause
take
then
off their headphones
yeah.
and put their phone down. They're
No,
like,
I
"Oh, I'm
get
so
it.
sorry, I'm on the phone."
Poor Manny. He's like, all right, well, cool. Have a good
Yeah,
night
they can see
anyway.
Miss Cabbage with the carry-on.
Okay, that is very young girl right there. Nancy Stewart, maybe anyone. She's not
Anna
young.
Paddock,
She's like
OT8 and OSA.
really mid-30s or in her 40s. She's not young. She's a backpack lady.
Yeah, what do you guys think about
She
Tom
bought her
here?
backpack one day when I was filming from the platform to hide her face, and then I just moved further that way and filmed. But she's the usual lady that she's one of the ladies that comes out with another overlord. They usually leave together.
Right, Tom,
You're here one time, share one.
you're on timeout for a few minutes. All right, I don't know. Somehow I ended up with an older comment if I
The
read
lady
this.
emoji, that's Lorraine with the sunglasses on my thumbnail. I had to create a little avatar for her on my phone.
Oh yeah.
And then I deleted it because I don't want to look at that.
Well, I think it's funny that I keep wanting to call her fake Lorraine. Nancy was going all crazy today.
No, she's at least older. I want to say she's older than me. She's got to be in her late 30s, 40s or something. Even maybe early 30s. She's definitely older than me. But like I said, sure, if you're in here when I come in the afternoon.
You guys want to say hi to David
Miscavige
Miscavige since the name came up?
She's one of the ones that doesn't talk to me at all when I say have a good night.
They only have 2 cameras. They only had one until Cubs started coming around here. Hey, go. Hey, little Davy. It's weird looking up to say hi to Davy. Normally you'd be looking down. Say, hey, little Davy. Nice boy. Bad boy. Been very bad. So I have that one camera, and then there's another one right here. If you can see.
Good, how are you?
Hello. You know, Scientology is a cult, right?
I somebody like said something old lady, and then it just stuck. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Oreo
I
is
want to say it was Oreo Rich, but I don't know.
the main user of that name.
Someone else. But if Oreo Rich is here and can confirm, but somebody in chat referred her to her as old lady, and then honestly it just stuck even in chat. Like, and like Manning said, I don't know her name.
Oh,
So
who came back? You know what? There's so many
neither
people
do
who
the
walk by.
people that,
Sometimes I don't even know who they are.
have given me the information, first and last name of most of these members. They don't even know who she is, so she must be new, or not like new, but she wasn't around.
Yeah, near the area.
Good seeing you, man. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
We're tight, man.
I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, maybe.
All right, take care, man.
Okay.
If I don't
Night,
see
man.
you tomorrow, have a good Sunday.
I see you.
All right. I'm still here. Was it you, Oreo Ritz, that gave the name? I can't remember. There was someone in chat that asked that, and then it just stuck, honestly. Could you imagine? She probably goes in there and they're like, I don't know why he refers to me as old lady. Like, I don't know your name. What am I supposed to? And I'm not trying to be rude, but
We have
everyone in chat always says that. Hey, old lady, bye, old lady. And I'm like, all right.
Well, I mean, she won't tell us her name, and we don't have the information from any ex-Scientologists, so we have
Like,
to use
whatever,
something.
It stuck to me, man.
Uh,
I cannot unsee it.
she got herself locked out of the org today.
I cannot unsee it anymore.
I want to join Scientology. I'm so curious.
Don't push it, though.
Oh no, the door's locked. I can't
Just in
join.
case, you're definitely on camera there. Don't touch it.
I can't join.
Her real name is Holdina Latterson.
What? Oh, someone just making a goofing on old lady?
Holdina Latterson.
So this is Scientology, the cult of Scientology in
Adam always comes up
Boston.
with some good names, so it's hilarious.
This cult has worked 2 days without making a fake 911 call. And the calls were, number one, there was some chalk written on the sidewalk. Oh my God. And they complained to the police that there was chalk messages on the sidewalk. So the police came and said there's no problem writing chalk messages. The second 911 call was, what was the second 911 call?
So the first one was chalk.
Yeah, chalk day.
Paul was guilty on that one. The second one was fake Lorraine Nancy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
filming.
okay. Yeah, how did I forget
I
that?
was filming her.
So fake Lorraine
I was over
called
there,
him
and she
on
parked
Cubs.
somewhere here, and
for filming him.
yeah, so for
Filming her, and then she
her,
filmed us today. Like literally today, she filmed
filming
both of us.
her, and then that they were complaining that I'm filming from out here
Right.
and there, which again is not
Yeah.
illegal. He suggested they close the blinds, and again, the blinds have been like this for the last 2 months now. They've never done it since the Sea Org members showed up. Those 5, that's when they actually started doing it. But it's about 2 months ago. The third one was the accusation of me following
Yeah,
members.
and he was just standing outside. He was talking to the Uber guy.
Yeah, I was talking to the Uber guy exactly over there, and I was already over there first when those members walked by, anyways. And then,
Thank you, Brianna P. Really appreciate that.
and then as we know, the last call was Thursday night.
Yeah,
They
and the
called
last
about
call
the
2
billing
days
of the
ago.
contract.
Cubs just put some flyers on the cars. This is something that
All right, you
Scientology
guys
does
agree
everywhere
with
around
Odina?
here. They
I'll
put
follow
flyers on
Odina.
everyone's cars. So that's 4 fake 911 calls. Plus they called the
Yeah, and
police
then-
on
and
Boston
then they
Otter
called
K.
on Boston Otter K for
So that's
posting flyers.
5 fake 911 calls. So let's see the consequences when you do that. Happen to have the Massachusetts statute here. Chapter 269, section 14B. Now you see a definition here. PSAP is basically your 911 call center. It's a facility assigned for the responsibility of receiving 911 calls. So just keep that in mind. Whoever willfully and maliciously communicates with a PSAP or 911 call center, information the person knows or has reason to know is false, which results in a dispatch of emergency services to a non-existent emergency 3 or more times, right? 2.5 years prison or $1,000 fine, plus court should have a hearing, shall have a hearing for restitution. So this cult has committed, arguably, felony. And you can't put the cult probably in prison, but you can charge them $1,000. You can also have the restitution hearing. Will I ever to Hollywood, Brown P? I don't anticipate that I would be going to LA. It's pretty crazy there, and there's not really that many protesters where I go. You know, I typically go to New Haven and Boston, whereas there's tons of people in LA. So I think I might stay here, but I mean, I've been to the Cincinnati org once. I might go to some others. I don't know, but I don't have any. I definitely don't have any plans to go to Hollywood.
Good. How are you? I'm sure. Not much. Just
Feeling a little self-dippy today.
Hi, Patty.
Patty.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Finally,
too.
Cubs said I might get a chance to meet you today.
Hearing?
And I was like, haven't I already met her?
No.
I felt like I'd already met you because you're always on
I know, right?
Cubs streams.
Well, here I
So
am.
here's the famous Patty.
no Roscoe though, guys.
No Roscoe tonight.
Yeah, no
sorry.
Roscoe today.
I just came from work.
Nancy filmed me and Manning,
I heard. I was listening on the way.
and she took our photos too.
Was she- she missed me?
Then Ken snuck out, so I wasn't able to.
Yeah.
Who's this?
No, some other person that's somewhere around, not here. And
So
then,
the old lady's here?
yeah, she came in at like 5-ish, 5:15ish.
Who else
The
is
door
there?
was locked. Craig, who's the old guy who filmed me that one day when Chris got here, and he was behind
No
Chris.
sign today?
There was a sign when I first got here. Manning got here, and there was a sign.
It
and
disappeared. I took a picture of it and walked over to the bench to get set up, and then when I came back, it was gone.
Huh.
Then, yeah, so. And then I came back and it was gone because when I walked up,
See,
I saw that it was there.
See
So,
it.
and then when I came over here, it wasn't there anymore. That's when he told me it was here,
Yeah.
which I already knew because I saw it from over there. And then
Yeah.
he walked around, and when he came back, he saw Steve leave. I saw Steve's car on the side.
Yeah, I got to talk to Steve, the Scientologist.
Did
Did
he
he
talk
give you
to
the
you?
stare down?
Oh, of course he didn't talk to me.
Did he give you a stare down?
Yeah, you know, and then he opened his trunk and he was real mysterious about what he's doing. So I was like, ooh.
Oh, you went over there?
Yeah, I don't know
His
what's
car
going
was
on.
the side over
Yeah. Well, because I was just on the bench.
Oh,
I was
you
sitting
saw
on the
him-
bench
oh,
getting set up for my
you
live
saw
stream,
him
and then he
over
walked by.
there. I
Yeah.
thought you saw him. Oh, you saw him on the side.
Yeah,
What's he doing in his trunk?
because his car, I don't know. So I was starting to get bad feelings about that, but
And then he just left.
then he got in his car, and I think I just
I'm trying to think if that little whatever's in that window was
Walk
there
over
last
here.
night.
It was. I'll tell you what it is. Yeah. Adam says no Roscoe. Oh man.
Yeah,
Oreo,
sorry guys.
Oreo Red says hi Patty. Welcome.
Hi.
Happy Saturday. Nancy being spicy. Cher says hey Patty. Hey Greg. Welcome in.
How you doing? You know this is Scientology. You know it's a cult, right?
So that thing right there is like
Have a good weekend.
it's like a little. So it's straight up. It looks like it's a fire. It's like this. It's like a board like this, but it's small. But anyways, that board right there has all their propaganda and business cards. So flag stuff is, but they're all business card size. So it's all on there. All that stuff right there. That's just their propaganda.
Flag business
which
cards?
Which is a common. Yeah, they have something for flag there. Dianetics, there's a little
they got
business.
a couple of billion contracts
No,
too.
they don't.
Yeah, I'll have to hear more about your trip maybe
Oh,
afterwards.
to New
then.
York? Oh, somebody else. Sorry.
Yeah, you know, when you went to the Celebrity Center,
Oh.
I'm curious to
yeah,
see
yeah.
what it was like inside.
It looked like a little dungeon.
We didn't.
It looked like my
We didn't go
basement.
past the first room.
Yeah, it looked like,
Like
my
the
basement.
Oh, they didn't really give you a whole tour like JJ
Yeah.
did.
Well, the thing was, is I told her that we had lunch plans. So I already I already told Patty, like, if we get invited into anywhere, like, this was way before I told her already that's the game plan. So that way she can agree to, yes, we do, and she did, because I can't
Yeah.
tell her while we're outside. Like,
Right.
this was already done. Like, hey, if we get the chance, and she's like, oh yeah. So that's what it was. As soon as I said it, she looked at her, and Patty just nodded her head,
yeah,
and that
thanks,
was
Patty.
it. But at least from what
Oh,
I saw,
no,
so
I
we
got-
stood there. As you
Yeah,
guys
that's
even
why
people in
I'll
chat
put it over there so we can.
listening to But
Yeah.
so obviously we were the other
Oh,
side.
yeah.
You could do the other side. I just wouldn't put it on there.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even put it on there. I put it on the actual building for the no more. Sorry, yeah. Just in case. So anyway, we were outside, right, Manning, to tell you the story since you want to know. So we were outside. I was just taking photos on my other phone, and I was live.
Yeah, I saw. So I saw like we basically were like pocket tech. We were in
So I'm
pocket
saying,
tech.
so outside, we were outside. So then I was live the whole time and took photos on my other phone. So then a guy came out, right? So a guy came out, and then the door closed, and I was filming inside, and then the lady came out, and she said, "Oh, hello," and she started talking to me, whatever she said, and then
That's
she's
amazing.
like, "Oh, she was telling me about it." And then I was like, "Oh, is there anything I can get?" And she said, "Yeah." And she went back inside, but then she's like, "Oh, you could come in." So I was like, "All right." Me and Patty went in, and again, when you walk in, it is more than one floor. But we only stayed in the front area, which is where their reception is. And all I saw was, you see Dianetics books. They were selling them for
There was a whole wall.
Yeah, $25 a book for Dianetics.
This seems like kind of like a reasonable price, doesn't it, for New York
I
City?
think so.
I mean, you wouldn't want to buy that book, but I'm
For
just
New
saying
York, yeah.
for any book.
For New York, yeah. But any book, $25
Did you
is
say
good.
Woody today? Sorry.
I was really surprised
Just
to hear
remembered
that.
about it when DT told me how's our I forgot what she said. Oh no, she said how's our man doing, and she
I
laughed.
didn't mean to change the subject.
But yeah, pretty much she just talked to us about it because I had to do pocket tech, so she didn't know I was filming. I'm assuming she just thought I was taking photos or a quick video, and then I was like, I'm gonna put it in my pocket so I can't do this in there. She'll kick us out.
Oh, yeah.
So she just told us her spiel, but at least from what I saw, reception, the Dianetics books.
And on the table in front of the
I
Dianetics
didn't
book,
see it.
they had complimentary sanitizers, little
Oh,
hand
okay.
sanitizers,
That's
complimentary.
very nice.
I
Complimentary,
should have
huh?
grabbed one.
Other busy days.
Did it say Scientology on it?
I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't
then you
get-
should-
I
for
didn't-
sure.
I should have grabbed one.
No one's gonna have that, you
I
know.
know.
That was a great story.
We want to go back.
Yeah, I'd love to go there at some point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then like they have other rooms in there, but again, we didn't take a tour or anything. And then we asked about celebrities coming here, and she said no, that it's more a place for artists.
Artists.
Artists go there, so not celebrities, but artists.
Who knows what an
that
artist
You could
is,
do
but
courses
yeah,
there.
yeah.
You could do everything there. She said. She asked us where we're from.
We didn't get our stories.
We didn't get our story straight, but we didn't say like where we're from. We just said we're out of town. And then she said, "Well, tell me where you're from, because then I can tell you what's the closest one." And then I was like, "This is the closest one."
This
I
one
said,
right here.
I said, "This celebrity center is the closest one." And then that was it. Then she just gave us some propaganda, and then we just left. That was it.
And then when you were at the regular work building, the police were just there already?
So the police, yeah. So if you go on Google to look up Scientology in New York, that little smart car is actually in their photo.
I saw that. Yeah,
it
actually, I
is.
just
It
saw
really
the
is.
clip.
Yeah, no, but on Google, it has the photo like of the front, and the cop car is there. So that cop car must always be there. But they were talking to people for a Broadway show, so I'm not sure if they're there like
Cambridge.
to like be there for the Broadway show, because when we actually went in front of the org, there was like a normal car, and it said that they were part of the police department and that they're working at security at the Broadway. Yeah, at Hamilton, that's what it was. So I just decided, hey, I'm gonna let them know already. I not that I had to, but cops are already there, right? I figured that since the smart car was in the Google image, I figured like, when you look it up, that's like the stock photo that they put for it. So I was like, oh, so they're probably just gonna stay here. So I just told them, what was going on, what I was gonna do, and
You don't have to pay after 6.
After 6, you don't have to pay.
You don't have to
After
pay.
6, you don't have to pay.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So I was just letting them know that I was gonna protest. So in case they call, and if I could hand out flyers. And he said, yeah, just don't stand in the doorway. And I said, of course not. And then that was it. Then
That was very reasonable.
Then they came to their car to leave. They came back, and then that's when I asked, is it okay if I just stand over here? I'm not in their doorway. And he said, I just don't suggest you do it at all, just in case, is what he told me. So I said, no worries. But they were cool. New York, the NYPD.
Oh no.
NYPD were really cool. They didn't care. But I know that people that have gone out there to protest, they have called NYPD. So since they were there, I figured, hey, if the call comes in, they're the ones that are going to be there. So they're going to be like, we'll walk over there, but like we already know what they're doing. They're not going to.
I'm going to show them what I sent you this morning.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to see this TikTok.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm like, I had to
Should we put it on the stream, or is it like?
Hold on. Yeah, you can. No.
I wonder if Chris put
Who's that?
Somewhere. Oh, some guy.
Could you imagine?
Did you put this together?
No. Somebody sent it to me this morning.
Oh, so he's protesting, being like a crazy guy. Oh, wow, what a show!
Comes in off the street like a crazy man. I love it.
Yeah.
Wow, can you guys see that? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Is that historical? And then it just plays it over again. But whoever's filming him, he's like, come on!
And they put the music to it. That's
Yeah.
great.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that was hilarious. I've seen other people do it too, just going in there. Yeah.
I've never seen it. My friend sent it to me.
Yeah. Yes, Spock, I agree.
I was cracking up at 4:30 this morning.
It was hilarious.
I wasn't
you
aware
sent
of
it
that.
earlier to me.
I was up,
no,
I've been
no,
up
you're
since-
good. It
I've been
didn't
up
wake
since-
me, but
oh,
I was
did I
like,
send it to you early?
yeah, 6:30. No, you're good. Don't worry. It didn't
Good
wake
thing I
me.
didn't send it to you at 4:30.
Even when you would have sent it, I still wouldn't have seen it anyways. It
Hello.
didn't wake me up. I just woke up and I was like, oh man, I got a text from Patty. I was like, oh no. And I was like, oh no, I hope she's okay. And then I saw that, I'm like, she's more than fine.
Yeah, that guy had a. Yeah, he put on a show. He
Yeah,
put like a real-
he was,
Wish it
and
was
he
that
just went
quiet
in
at
like
that.
nobody's stopping me. This is what I'm doing.
Wish it was that quiet. Like that at the Melbourne protest last weekend. Right? My younger just left to
Melbourne?
go into rodeo. Oh really?
I don't think I would feel comfortable walking into
Melbourne,
in these
in
buildings.
Australia.
Who is it?
Yeah, they did a big protest last weekend. And then
Oh,
the
yeah,
cops
yeah, they've
came
been-
and, yeah. I mean, the cops were cool. I only saw a little bit of it.
T's the one doing that in Australia.
Perth.
Oh,
And
all
then,
right,
and I think there was other ones, but I don't remember the other ones. I'm
Alright.
sorry. I just know Perth.
Yeah, and the cops were pretty
Maybe
cool in
Greg-
Australia too.
Greg, were you there protesting too?
What?
No, I'm asking.
Oh.
But Perth was out there, and there was other people. I can't think of their names.
I
I'm
brought you
sorry.
guys water if you want water.
Oh,
So cold. Do you want water?
yeah, I don't know how much longer we're going to be here. I still have, I don't know if I have any remnants, so I just got to try this out.
I'll give you
Maybe.
water.
Oh, thank you, Patty.
I'm good, Patty. I got mine.
Toss this one.
Yeah, I got mine.
See, and then you gave us Roscoe last night.
Oh, this is great.
Costco is mine. Not mine.
We're just going to, ugh. Okay, run out.
You can let us know.
Thank you very much, Patty.
Is it Costco?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Costco water.
Thanks.
Got it?
Thank you. Yeah, when I was in New Haven, I tried to open it with one hand.
Yeah, and then
Half of it spilled on my lap,
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna put this right here.
and they were photographing me, right? So like,
Oh,
they
dang.
were?
They,
so like I don't want to have like my lap area covered, because
they're going to be like, look at this guy.
yeah. I mean, I would make it easy for him.
Standing out here.
Yeah, it was first. Okay.
Yeah, that helps a lot. Cheers, everyone.
So when Nancy, I'm assuming I'm going to have to look and see if my camera was on Nancy the whole time. So Ken snuck out. Chris was here and he's parking across the street. So he must have got a ticket or two when I wasn't here for those 8 days, because now he's parking across the street. So when I came by, I saw Steve and Chris. When I came back, do a walk around, Steve had left, and that's when he
Do some. The battery on my phone is like in really bad shape, and so I've got to get my battery charger out. So you guys are gonna get end up on the ground for a minute. While I get my battery. Battery tech. Okay. Yeah, I had to recharge the battery here. Problem is the cord goes on the side of the phone. If anyone has an Osmo 6, what do you do if you're trying to use landscape mode and you got to put the cord in on the side? Yeah, we're in sorry. We're in Boston. It's actually a town called Alstom, but it's still part of Boston. And here's my sign for the day. Well, this cord is 6 feet long, but that seems like it weighs the phone down on the side, and then it yeah, I'm having it, so it wants to go in like vertical mode because of the weight on the one side. I just had, I suck at technology, so when we get, 3 hours into the live stream, the gimbal stick starts to go bad. I do have another gimbal stick if I need it, but the phone definitely has to get recharged. Stuff like that happens. And I don't really know a great way to deal with that. Yeah, Amy, I know you don't like vertical, so you're not the only one.
But I don't know.
If you've got a desktop computer, vertical really sucks if that's how you watch the stream. But YouTube wants to promote it that way, it seems. So at first I tried it that way, but I like horizontal more. It's starting to get dark out now, you notice that?
7:30.
Yeah, last night I got 7:40.
Yeah. We get dark here. I don't know what time you guys get dark here. But here it starts getting dark for winter around 4:30.
Oh yeah.
It's great. I love it. I love when it gets dark early.
Oh, you like that, huh?
Yeah. Especially when you're out here. There'll be no sun after. By the time I get here, 5-ish, it'll be dark.
If you won't see me, come winter. I'm just telling you that
You're
right
good.
now.
Why not?
They
So
say
that's
fair
Mr.
weather
Ford.
friends. I'm a fair weather friend
Oh
because I
my
don't
God.
do winter.
I do. I love it.
You hear it?
I can't wait.
I told you my plans. It has nothing to do with winter.
I'll be out here, bundled up, snowing. I'll build a snowman out here for him. It'd be hilarious. I'll have the snowman hold a sign. I'll build him right here.
Build a snowman?
Yeah, I'll grab snow that they
Do you want to
Snowman tech?
I'll fucking build one right here.
That's actually really
He's out
funny.
of the way, so I'll put him here.
Yeah, I am not a winter girl by any means.
What are they gonna do? Punch my snowman? They're the ones that are gonna have to shovel it, not me.
We can get like a captain's hat for it, and make it an LRH snowman.
Any big concerts or festivals or anything tonight, or do they skip those? I don't know if they do, but they're
How you doing? Scientology's a cult, right?
Caribbean event.
Have a good weekend.
It's ended now. I'm pretty sure 6 or 7.
Xenu snowman. Oh, you know what? We saw some Xenu balloons earlier. Did you see that?
Concerts, I don't know. These the concerts I've been to.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen them.
Yeah, there were some Xenu balloons. Well, like alien-shaped balloons at Boston Common.
Just with propaganda, and then they give it to them. Thanks for
It would have been funny to get one, but
anything likewise.
That
or
would be
over
hysterical to be out here with an alien balloon.
we
I'll have to stop and get one day.
we got outbid by a 5-year-old kid
Oh, really?
with more money than we had.
What? Oh, you're telling me?
Balloon?
Because
I didn't say who got outbid. I just said we generally, the forces
got
of
outbid
good.
by a little kid.
A wealthy 5-year-old
Technically,
outbid
I
us.
wouldn't say outbid. The thing was, is we saw this Xenu balloon, this alien balloon, which I can hear it too, and I'll show them. And I stopped by. Oh, I think I took it with the other phone. Yeah, I can't show you guys. But there was this balloon that the balloon maker guy made, and it was an alien. And then I was like, oh, that's cool. Can I
Was it
take
a
a photo?
twisted?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was like with the balloon was just a blown up balloon.
Yeah, yeah.
And then just he drew eyes to make it look like an alien. But then
That's hysterical.
I was like, can I take a photo? He said, yeah. And then he goes, you know, if you want it, it's just any donation, whatever you want to give. And I was like, okay. And I just took a few photos and then we just walked off. And then I was like, oh shoot, I got $2. Like I'll give him $2 for the thing. So then I'm walking back, like I'm fumbling to get the money out. And then I go back and a dad and a kid, like a family went by and they were inquiring about a balloon. And I was like, oh, they're just going to get a flower. It's cool.
Yeah.
And then I hear
They
the
bought
guy
that one.
not tell him like what he told me. He told me I can donate whatever I want.
Yeah.
He told them it's $5.
Of course, because it's a
Yeah.
mother, a father, and a kid.
So he said it's $5.
Yeah,
he
your
told
dad's
me
gonna
whatever
buy
I
it.
want to give.
Yeah.
All right,
I would have told
sir.
him I'm sorry. Like this all
Hi,
I
man.
got.
These
Like,
motherfuckers are crazy.
they
You
are.
got it.
Smash their fucking window with a baseball
No,
bat.
Well, you don't have to go that
I
far,
know,
but
but you know I'd
Yeah,
like
I
to.
know. Yeah. Have a good night.
it's okay to want to do that, though.
All they do is try to get your brain.
Exactly.
Right.
You hear that, Scientology? You're a cult. No one likes you.
So then he tells them, because I'm standing there waiting now that he's talking to them, he says it's $5. I'm like, whatever, give him $5 for the flower. Nah, he grabs Xenu and fucking gives it to the kid, and I was like, shit. And then he goes, I'm gonna make a clip now of you getting outbid by a little kid.
That's awesome.
I was like, that's because of me being cheap, because I had a 5 and I was like, no offense, I'm not giving a 5 for a balloon I'm only gonna use today and tomorrow.
That's hysterical.
But it's not for the balloon. It's for pissing off fake Lorraine.
Yeah. I would have had him.
What's the value of
How
that?
to put him here? We'll have Xenu
Yeah.
right here.
But we got her upset anyway, so.
But yeah, I got outbid by a little kid and his dad. North End has the last historic Italian feasto. Still in
Yeah,
China.
thanks,
I'm really
thanks,
sorry,
Maui.
I'll
Thanks
have to
for
look
your
it up.
comments and for coming in.
I'm assuming Italian festival, not feast, unless you mean
Have a good weekend.
maybe festival.
Oh, it's St. Anthony Festival.
I'll try to do something for Memorial Day or Labor Day. I don't know what yet, though.
Okay. I'll have to look it up. Maybe stop there.
Gotta have some kind of Labor Day live stream.
I think it is, and you just pay for whatever you want to
Yeah.
get.
Oh my God, I would be in heaven over there
A
right now.
5-hour flight from Perth to Melbourne. Oh, is it? Oh, simmer down, citizen. She's the crazy lady that walked by the other night too young. Shit, that's the same
Oh,
lady.
really?
But I admire her.
Get very
Me too. No, she didn't. Responding to Christy. Oh, okay. But still, I'll just look it up too, Charles. Thank you. I didn't know that, so I'll look it up and see. They might be over there.
No, because I don't think that they'd be in Little Italy because that's not Catholic.
Yeah, 100% Catholic.
I don't think that they'd be playing Scientology shit over there. I don't think they'd get away with it.
That's kind of. Charles says that, yes, you're correct. Fake Lorraine, real balloon. Yeah, guys, I got outbid by
Real
a kid
balloon,
and his
fake
dad.
Lorraine.
Yeah.
How you doing? You know Scientology's a cult, right?
That's
All
right.
right. Have a good weekend.
$3. And I had a 5 too. I just was like, nah.
Yeah. What's funny?
$2 is good enough. He said any donation. I would have asked him, is 2 enough for that balloon? That's all I have cash. Like,
He pays less than 25
TikTok
cents for the
link.
that's what
balloon.
I'm saying. I was like,
Scooter Mom would
He's
like the
making a lot
TikTok
of them,
link.
so-
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
I'll tell her. Hey, Scooter Mom.
But Scooter Mom, Patty's gonna help you. I don't know anything about
Ranch
TikTok.
Request
It
restricted.
is.
Take your backpack, they're checking it, and it closes at 9.
That was really
Okay.
funny though.
Oh my God, he's hysterical.
I wouldn't need a backpack. I'll just take mine.
I hope he's got a YouTube channel where he puts it on YouTube.
It's, whoops, sorry. It's Rich. Can you see? Whoops.
Oh,
There it goes. Rich.
I believe you gotta do that.
yeah.
Aronovich.
Aronovich. Okay. Yeah, she's got it.
All right, good.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much, Patty.
You're very welcome. I was dying at 4:30 this morning, cracking up to them.
Yeah, that was really creative.
I was on the floor laughing.
The Scientology guy doesn't know what to do.
No, he was like, "What the hell's going on here?" You know. And you're gonna read some of the comments too, because the comments.
Oh yeah, they're gold usually.
Comments were like,
Okay,
"Oh,
Charles.
the security wanted to jump in, but he didn't want to get fired or something."
Yeah, Charles says definitely no Scientology over there. But I'll still go. Yeah. But it closes at 9, so I'll probably stop by tomorrow. I'll make sure it's not. just to check it out. I've never been.
Oh my god. If you like Italian food, that's where you want to be.
Yeah, Scooter, my
That's my favorite.
He said
my
very
technology
classic, it's a
here
real
is not
classic
good
event.
enough for me to
All are welcome here too.
get on another channel.
Right next to Woody.
Something to check out in general in the city. Thank you, Charles. I definitely will for myself.
Tons of people over there.
That's
Tons.
fine. I'll find some good food over there tomorrow.
Yeah, you will. You'll even find a good piece of pizza over there.
Hi, Lori.
You know how I feel about pizza.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go back just for another pizza.
Whenever. I'm down to go see the Fulton, New York at any time.
Yeah, we gotta do it again. You'll have to join us.
Good fun. Ever since I saw, there's a guy named Smooth Steve who did like 6 or 7 live streams and from New York, but he hasn't done any in a long time.
There's like 3 or 4 people that have done it. He's one of them. Ghostwriter or some kind of writer, Skywriter, I think. And I forgot who the other 1 or 2 are.
Let me hold that so you can do what you do.
Thank you.
I'm just here for the
I know.
conversations.
See, that's what I have to improve on. Like, they didn't do anything bad, but like people,
You have to be on the
I try to keep a 360 degree awareness, but every once in a while, like someone's
Yeah.
like,
I heard it start, so I was already
Where?
over.
Yeah, earlier.
Yeah, that's why I like being out here with him, because he can't see everything, you know.
no.
And when the shit happens, I'm not here. That's the thing.
It's true, yeah. Every time something's happened, you
Yeah,
haven't been
I
here.
know.
You haven't been here for any of the 4 calls.
I know.
I mean, I think the first time I met you, you've missed 2 calls now. Because the other 2
Right.
you weren't. I just have
It's-
been in. You've been in chat, but I've never met
Right.
you. But
You had Henri here the
last
first
2 calls
time,
that you-
Chuck.
I have
Henry
all-
was here the first time,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah. Huh?
Henry was here the first time.
Who?
Henry.
Yeah, Henry
Yeah,
was here
for
the
your first
call.
police call.
Yeah, and all he did, like, mad respect to Henry. Like, I even invited him, like I invited you to go see the other building. He said no, and out of respect, he said it's just because this is your, your territory. I'm not trying to encroach. I said you're not. And he still didn't. Very cool guy, super respectful, funny, and he just stayed over there. I even said, "Oh, do you want to come over here?" He just stayed literally right over there, which is a good spot.
He was on, yeah, he was
Yeah,
on
because
the,
Yeah, I saw him on Cubs Island there.
Traffic is going 5 different. It goes 5 different ways, so he was getting good honks and people lowering windows and stuff. And I was standing here actually when Sergeant Sota went over there, because I saw him blast through here, and then he stopped over there, so I walked over there because I was like, oh, even though we're not together, it doesn't matter. He's protesting too, and a cop's over there. What's the problem? And that's when we both came over here, because
yeah.
the
Yeah.
cop was going straight in.
I saw him get swatted in Buffalo. He was so amazingly calm.
He's
Yeah.
amazing. Even just the way he speaks.
I don't know what would happen if that, if something like that happened to me, but I just hope that I could be,
Calm about it.
that's what I'm going to try to keep in mind, the way he handled it.
It's my fucking car so hot.
Been going all my life. August is a big month. North End. Is it? I'll definitely go tomorrow.
Scooter Mom's looking at the comments on the
Is she?
TikTok,
Yeah. Some of them are pretty
I'll
funny.
definitely go after here. I'll just double check that it does still close.
Yeah,
at
I like
9
to
tomorrow.
be able to see him.
Henry is nice. He really is. Like I said, I met him just that one day. He's super cool and
And,
chill. Yeah, Henry is class. I can't wait to
and he had just been in LA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't even know he was
Like,
here.
the day-
And then someone told me he was live in Boston. Like someone emailed me, and I was like, "What?" And then they gave me like the Nick channel, so I clicked on it, and then he was pointing the camera right at that building, and I'm like, "I know that building.
Right.
It's this."
Yeah.
But he was pointing it because he was over there just
Yeah.
at this. And then I was just watching. That's when he was mentioning maybe Cubs will come out, and then I chatted in there. And I was like, "Oh, I'm actually on my way. Not
Yeah.
because you're there. I was already on my way here." And I took the commuter train that day,
Yeah.
so I just needed to walk over 15, 20 minutes, and then that's when I saw him right there. Yeah, exactly. Another L for this cult. I was involved with Scientology 42
Yeah,
years
MG,
ago, about
thank you.
5
That's a
years
good
ago.
comment. I don't know who all the
Good thing you did.
lurkers are.
Right.
Please
Justice
say
for
hello. I
Freedom,
mean, I'm
BSL,
grateful
yeah,
for anyone that
exactly.
watches my
BS
live stream.
vandalism charge.
I'd like to say hello to everyone.
Thank you.
Like, even if you think you're just trying to learn about Scientology, it's okay. You don't have to know. Everyone just, there's no way to learn it except for just talking to people about it, asking questions. I mean, I knew about their tax case, but I didn't know a lot of the things that happened. Like, you know, I had to watch like Laura FM's channel and you know, AA Run's channel that kind of find out more about what happens in real life to people when they're in the cult. But I noticed that on Cubs too, on his channel. Like, if you look, you know, if you click on the upper right, you can see who the participants are, and if there's 20 people in the chat, it only shows like 5 names.
Really?
Yeah. So like right now, this says there's 137 people in my chat, but
if you click on that thing, it'd say, "Here, let me click on yours."
yeah, like I mean, I see some of the people commenting. That's the only way I know.
So you guys are awesome because I can't I can't even be on here to watch it while I'm talking to you guys because that's just not in my brain. Like, I can't do the 2 things at once. So yeah, it says there's 138.
I'll just show. Yeah, so I don't know. It just shows it like a little number. It doesn't tell me. Yeah, so that's. So we can change the number if Scientology behaves. Hopefully we can get that into double digits at least before the next felony. Oh,
So
it's like a delay, huh?
Where do you click when you check? Oh, it's different on your screen because you're in the thing, right?
Yeah, so that's what I see.
And what would you click on to see that you were just saying?
So like I can see, that's how many people are in. And then these comments go up and you can scroll up and down.
got you.
That's as well as I know it.
Yeah.
Which, you know, there's probably better, smarter ways to do this.
Well, no, I mean, you guys are doing it. You guys are on there.
There's really no way to learn it except by doing it.
Exactly. That's how I learned. That's how I learn is by doing stuff. You could tell me 17 times how to do something, and I'd be like, "What?" And when it comes time to do
Hey,
it,
Jessica. Jessica's infected ankle.
what'd you say?
That's the person's screen name. Jessica's infected ankle.
Oh yeah, because she's. They all make up names like Chris's crooked finger and Will's pocket or something.
Yeah, I thought about making one for fake Lorraine, but I
Right.
didn't. It's too hard to have like multiple channel names.
Right.
Ankle, high ankle. Yeah, that's an easy word to say it. Hey, Dusty. Oh, there goes Cubs sign. Yeah, for some reason, if you put a sign on, prop it up against that parking meter, that's what happens.
Yeah, because the little tiny breeze.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel windy here at all, but just like
Let's do this.
dangerous cult and a scam.
And
Yeah, stop wasting taxpayer dollars, Scientology, with fake 911 calls.
that's right. The first time Chris ever talked to me, I was holding Cubs' sign.
That was an incredible
Oh my God, the
night
first
when we
night
started
when-
talking to you.
Well, the first night was because there was a young couple out here, and when he came out, he says to the girl, only to us females, wouldn't talk to the male that was here or Cubs. He was like, "You guys are persecuting your religion,"
Yeah,
and Cubs was like, "I've never heard that man speak."
it's true.
And then I had the dog each night for 3 nights in a row, and I said, "Hey, you want to say hi to the dog?" And he was like, "Yeah, he's got a nice face, you know." And then I was like, and then he was like, "Can I talk to you for a minute?" And I was like, "Sure."
I was in shock.
But I was like, I'm looking back
When I
at
saw
Cubs
that.
like, you know, like make sure they don't try to kidnap me or something. But
Yeah.
you know, every you know, he said, "Oh, what are you doing with this guy?" And I'm like, "I'm not with him." He says, "Well, why are you here?" "He's persecuting my religion." And I said,
Yeah, that's what he said.
I said to him, "You show me where it's a religion. Show me where it's a religion." I says, "I know that there's technology that I hear Scientologists say, oh, it's helped me with this, it's helped me with that. Show me where it's a religion. My religion has a high power. Where's your religion? I don't see it. He says, well, I see you wearing a cross. And I said, yeah, my religion helps people. What do you guys do? You guys don't help anybody.
Nope.
I said, and if I wanted to leave my religion, I can just leave my religion. Nobody's going to come after me. Nobody's going to try to pull me back in. Nobody's going to, I don't have to give my church money, my religion. If I want to, I can. I don't have to. They're not going to, a whole bunch of it. And every time I'd say something to him, he would like turn it to another subject. Like he would just try to turn the table. You know what I mean? And I said, what do you guys do? I says, there's hungry people. All in LA, they have a food drive. I said, but there's hungry people everywhere, all around the world. What are you guys doing for the community? Nothing.
Nothing.
He said, well, we have the drug programs, just those. And I'm like, people are hungry.
Did you see the drug programs in Paris? They had like little kids walking around with the pamphlets.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
When we were in New York, we found one on they had like a street closure for like vendors, and we saw them there.
Yeah, I saw you walking around looking for them.
It's all closed up. They snuck through the back.
Oh, okay. The
They must have.
Scientologists have
They
escaped.
must have. Because all of it is dark. There's no way that old lady's going to be sitting in the dark. Even back there, there's no light at all anywhere. Hey, Justin, the fact that I'm welcome in, I would hate it. Exactly. I would hate that AC fall anyway. That AC unit's going even down.
Dusty, if someone's doing something bad, or Scooter Mom, let me know. Like right now, I'm not sure what I'm seeing. But if there's a bad actor,
Yeah,
I'll
so
just ban the
everything's done
person.
here. I said everything's done here. I'm good to go.
Oh, okay. All right. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to end the live stream. I don't know if there's anyone who's live right now.
I'm not sure.
You want me to check?
Yeah, can you go to like SPTV, that
I'm going to go throw
space?
my sign away. I'll be back.
All right, well, so Patty's going to see if she can find who's live right now on SPTV.
Oh, I can't even spell. What's wrong with me?
SPTV.
I know. I put an R. It's
yeah.
my fat finger. I call them fat fingering when you can't spell.
I do that. I've been
We call-
doing that a lot more lately.
In my job, we call it Clearwater Chad,
Clear-
Cubs, Keith 103.
Keith, oh yeah, so Keith is in Buffalo
And
right
you.
now. So yeah, that would be a good one for sure.
Those
Keith
are the
10-
only four.
Keith 103. Okay, well, yeah, so Cubs and Manning are maybe going
And
to sign
Clearwater
off.
Chad.
Clearwater Chad and Keith 103 are live right now. If you want to
Can you
go
click on these and I'll take you
to
to
Keith
What the
103.
shit, really?
Thank you
It
very
looks
much.
like they're having dinner.
Yeah, I know Jessica's ankle. It's a little weird, when to see like my chat on his chat, or and then there's like a 10-second delay. So Patty was looking at something from my chat, and like I said that 10 seconds ago.
Right. Yeah,
It's a little.
absolutely.
It breaks my my brain. It hurts my brain a little bit.
Yep.
Anyway, so we're gonna sign off, but Keith and Clearwater Chad, I guess, are the two who are online right now. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching this. Look at the sign real quick, and then we'll sign off. Thank you, everyone. Have a good weekend. Thanks, Scooter Mom. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, Keith 103 and then Clearwater Chad. Thanks for putting those links up. Bye, Spock. I hate Scientology too. Night.